Good morning, good morning, good morning, babe. Good morning, Miss Jean. Good morning, Shaker, Shaker, Shaker. Good morning, TT. How you doing this morning? Oh my goodness, y'all! I slept in this morning. I didn't get up till like 8:20. Y'all know I normally up when the chickens rise. I'm up at like 6 o'clock in the morning sometime. I slept in this morning, so I have not been able to catch none of the replays that I normally do. So I'm going to catch it after my live, which is going to be hard, which means I'm going to be watching like three videos at one time. Because everybody knows I try to catch everybody's replay if I can't catch the show. I always try my very, very best. And I'm gonna say like some of this drama that's going around, like I've watched some of it in the beefing sector. The situation with Mika and Shakim and Beans and Cornbread and all this stuff. It's like we've seen this all go down before. It's nothing new, technically, in my opinion. Um, we've seen stuff like this in private chats. We've seen those exposed. We've seen it all come to light. I will say she's not the first person that has ever said to have doxed someone, but you know, there's other people that have been said to do that in this sector and have done that many times. There's a lot of people that are sneaky about it. One thing I will say about Mika, she's always said what she used to do and was trying to move away from it. But there's a lot of people that still do it and don't tell nobody. They be sneaky as hell doing it behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the first time, it's not the last time, and it won't be the next time. Oh, I'm drinking my coffee this morning. The other day they was on a roll. They was fighting from 6 o'clock into 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that's what it felt like. I'm exaggerating, but it was like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning for me, all the way up until shit later that night. They were still fighting. I was like, damn. Did people catch breaks and take a break for a minute? And shaker, 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 I saw you and Queen go out again. I was like, oh Lord, whoo, Jesus, they had just got to an okay place. You know, an okay place where they wasn't swinging and banging. Now they're gonna be swinging and banging again. Um, I be watching, I be seizing, I be seeing the stuff go down. I don't always comment on it because here's the thing: I like a lot of people who just don't like each other, and that's fine. But you won't see me comment. You ain't gonna see me be in the amen section. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to comment. I might ask somebody in chat what food they ate that day, what they cooked for breakfast, what they have for lunch or supper. I always try to ask Miss Intel what she done cooked, and I always, I ask other folk. But I did get a chance, Mr. Rubin. Hey, Mr. Rubin, good morning. To watch that video. I did watch that video that you shared the other day, and I'm going to watch more of that person's content. Um, I thought that was very interesting to think that, evil uses other things to mess up good people. Pretty much. By what I gathered in that video, is that that person is linking together conspiracies with the use of the Bible. So basically, what I'm seeing is that people have the solar flares, all these other things. So basically, evil is trying to take that. So, but I'm gonna say I do believe that I am seeing more and more natural disasters happen. I will say that just living on Earth, there is a pattern, Mr. Rubin. I will say that. And I'm going to tell you something. You may think I'm crazy. I'm going to say this. Every time a tornado was supposed to be headed towards my house, no matter where I lived, I said my prayers to God and Jesus and asked Jesus to protect me and mine and my house. And you going to laugh at me when I say this, but it always goes around me. Always. Right above or right below. It's supposed to come right for me. It always goes right above or right below every single time. You may think I'm lying. You may think I'm crazy. I don't care. I know that God has got me and Jesus is my homie. And for some reason, he has me on this earth to do something. I don't exactly know what it is. I can guesstimate what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? But he has me on this earth for some reason. And every time something bad was supposed to happen to me, a natural disaster, a death, my liver, he has kept me here. I was supposed to die 17 years ago. It's almost supposed to be 18 years. Actually, in January, it'll be 18 years ago. I was supposed to die. I wasn't supposed to be here. They said my liver was in failure. I was jaundiced like a yellow crayon. And the more I was staying pregnant, the sicker I was getting. And 2 prayer circles for 2 of the most holiest women I know. And I'm talking about if these women didn't go to heaven when they pass on, ain't none of us going. Let me just say it that way. The most blessful women that you've ever met. I'm gonna tell you something. My grandma, she's adopted grandma. I call her my grandma. I have a lot of adopted grandparents, right? But she, if you got in trouble at her house, okay, now I don't. You could get a spanking with a switch, right? But she would also make you sit down and write Bible verses. Because of me just having conversations with her, I never really had to sit down and write the Bible verses. But you would have to, like, if you cursed, there was a specific Bible verse, she would make you write it 10 times. And I know a lot of the grandkids actually memorized the Bible because of her. But it was because of her, my other great grandfather, and a few others that I would have biblical talks about when I was little. I'm talking about when I was little. And they taught me the Bible because they could remember it off the top of their head. My grandfather, I ain't going to say his last name. I'm going to say Reed, Reed. I'm going to say that Reed or Read, like you're reading. That man could quote the Bible from back to front, and me and him used to sit when I was 15, 16 years old, and we would have discussions on the Bible. He was very passionate about the Bible. That is a cool way to remember. Think about it, Mr. Rubin. She not only disciplined, she didn't spare the rod to spare the child, right? She not only disciplined, but she also made it to where you learned more about God because of it. And almost every one of her grandkids will tell you and her children that that was the most blissful woman you've ever heard. If you ever heard a curse word come out her mouth, which was very, very, very rare, somebody better run because they done took the like. Here's what she would say: she's saved and sanctified, and you know what I'm saying. And she wouldn't do stuff like that. She wouldn't like get to anger real easy. And she was laid back. She was chill. She was godly. Like she'd pray for you before she'd do anything. But if you got her to that point, you done did something bad to her and to her children. Most likely you messed with one of her kids or her grandkids in the wrong way. And if you ever heard that lady cuss, it would make you do a double take because you didn't hear that often. I think in the whole time that I've been alive, I've heard her cuss exactly one time. Once in my entire life. And I'm going to tell you this. When I did, I was like, oh, Lord, somebody finna get it. Because they done took her out of her Jesus. Mm-hmm. That's why some people better be glad I got Jesus. I'm just saying. The old me before I got saved, the old me before I got baptized, and you know who I'm talking about, Mr. Rubin? I would have walked up to their house and knocked the living shit out of them. But I got Jesus and I done learned some things and I done went through some anger management. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like I used to be. In the very past, I would fight a crosscut saw in a matter of a second. I was ready to go all the time. Like I used to be a different person. I've changed for the better. I was a mean person back when I was young. When I say mean, I mean they might not have wanted meted me back then because I would contact a friend and travel down or up to a certain place and meet up with a motherfucker. They wouldn't even know it was me. I'd find out and go visit them. But because I'm sanctified now and I got Jesus and I'm covered in the blood, and I know better, and my anger's not as high as it used to be. I know better, right? Oh my God, Mr. Rubin, do you know what song? Have you ever heard the song "The Little Girl"? The Little Girl by John Michael Montgomery, or no? What's his name? It's the what's his name? It's not John Michael Montgomery. The little girl wanted to know who Jesus was. It's a country song, and yeah, it is John Michael Montgomery. Um, have you ever heard that song before? The mom and dad never took the young girl to church, never spoke of his name, never read her his word. Two non-believers walking lost in this world took the young girl with them. And and you got to hear the song. Hold on, I'm gonna share this song for you. I want you to listen to it. It's gonna bring tears to your eyes, because if your story is anything like what I'm thinking, or partially what I'm thinking in my head, um this song right here is gonna touch you like no other song has touched you. I love this song, absolutely adore this song. And it's a really good song. Let me get it on. I got to get it to YouTube so I could share you the link right quick. I would play it, but this is a song and it is owned by a national media company, so they probably would strike me. Well, I mean, I might not get a strike, but I'd have to edit it out later. I may play it anyway just because I love it and then edit it out later. That song right there, that's a beautiful song. That's a beautiful. I love that song. It. John Michael Montgomery did a good job. Never read her his word. Non-believers walking lost in this world took her baby with them. What a sad little girl. Daddy drank all day and mommy did drugs and wanted to play or give kisses and hugs. That song makes me cry every time I hear it. It breaks my heart, but I also just love that song. I just really do. If you've never heard the song by John Michael Montgomery, "The Little Girl," and you're a believer, you should listen to it. Hey, Mr. Fumbus. That song right there, though, whoo. Oh, good morning, Richie April. How you doing? So after your church, your mom asked, "So what do you think?" And I said, "I can do without all the music, but Jesus sounds like a person I could get along with." Then your great grandmother gave you her KJ Bible. I remember when they used to give out. Do y'all remember when we used to? Because we used to have a thing called Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the the FCA, or and then we would meet at the flagpole. We would do prayer during break and stuff like that. And they used to have guest speakers. They would give us Bibles, like the little tiny Bibles. When I was before my brother passed away, I was saved once before, After my brother passed away, when I saw the smile on his face when Jesus came to get him, I ain't never seen a smile that bright and that beautiful in my life. And he was looking up towards heaven. And it's one of the things that make me personally believe. Um, I got saved again. And before I had my son, I got baptized. Um, I have been a believer for a very long time because I have no choice but to. He has showed me who he is. He has saved me from things that I probably should not have been saved from. You know what I'm saying? He has kept me safe in every weather, every storm, every situation in life that probably should have took me out of this world. But he kept me here for a reason. Also, we did go to my son's appointment yesterday. The way that he said is that with the test results and stuff, so we are looking at a possible biopsy. But here's the thing: it's if the enzymes are going down, we're going to do a wait and see procedure to see if they keep going down. So he's got an appointment in another 6 weeks, pretty much. If the enzymes are slightly elevated in the middle, we're looking at biopsy. If they're going up, for sure biopsy. Um, so we're dealing with blood work, still constant blood work to see how that goes. It's just constant all the time until this is figured out, right? Because everything was slightly elevated, but not highly elevated. So there's that. And when things are only slightly, that doesn't give you a definite answer, right? Hey, TNW logger. Pretty much what we have figured out is that NAFLD that I have, which I'm the first person in my family to have it, which mine came from pregnancy. I suppose we have a genetic disposition to it. And that's the only thing we can think of, you know? Oh, my mama wouldn't have stayed there, Mr. Rubin. My mama won't say anything with that number in it, and she wouldn't stay there at all. My mama would rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I'm just saying. But my great grandma was a trip too. And like be like, I'm ready to go home. Just go ahead and take me home. Well, I looked at the test results this morning and they seem to be on a downward spiral. They're still elevated. So to give an update, I just looked at the my chart because that's why I love the my chart. And the test results came in, which I had to talk to my son about it and explain it to him and everything. But his ALT and AST have went down. So they're going down. It's just taking time for them to slowly go down. They're not going down as fast as we would like. They're not normal yet, but they are slightly more down than what they were previously. I'm not sure because it's only a slight downward spiral if the doctor is going to suggest the biopsy or not. I think it might be he might wait until the next round of blood work to see. I think that in a few weeks when he goes back, we'll do more blood work. Oh, that's another good song, Mr. Rubin. It says "Don't Cry for Me Down Here." I love that song, and it's basically talking about literally, um, don't cry for me down here. When I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. I'll shed the sins and trouble that I've carried all these years. And I'll leave my heart wide open. I love that song. I love that song, Don't Cry For Me Down Here. That's a good one, too. If you ain't heard it, I forgot who sings that one. Let me look it up because I just sang it from the top of my head. Brad Paisley. Yeah, that's Brad Paisley. I love that song too. When I'm in my moments, I like singing that song. It says, when I get where I'm going, on the far side of the sky, The first thing that I'm gonna do is spread my wings and fly. I'm gonna land beside a lion and run my fingers through his mane. Or I might find out what it's like to ride a drop of rain. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. I will shed the sins and struggles I have carried all these years. And I'll leave my heart wide open. And I'll love and have no fear. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, don't cry for me down here. The part that always hits me is I'm gonna walk with my granddaddy, and he'll match me step by step. And I'll tell him how I missed him every minute since he left. Then I'll hug his neck. That part right there makes me cry every single time I read it because a lot of y'all don't know my grandfather died before I was born. So I never got to meet him. I got to hear from all of everybody around me how much of an amazing man he was, and I never got to meet him. So the first time I'll ever meet him will be in heaven. That'll be the first time I'll ever see his face or hug his neck. And so every time I hear that song and I sing that part, I cry. Like it hits me in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I never got to meet such an amazing man that everybody tells me about, right? But I never got to know him for myself because he passed away before, I could meet him. He died when my dad was only 15 years old. Hey, world unknown, how you doing? Hey, that young gentleman right there, I met him the other day at the doctor's office. He was really cool. He was an awesome young man. Hey, Roddy Parade, good morning. Yeah, I got teary eyed a little bit, Chad. How you doing? If y'all didn't know this young man right here, he's got his music on his channel and he's trying to build up his channel. Um, you know, he's very passionate about his music and whatnot. And he likes to create things and do things. And I love to support our youth. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good young man. We had great conversations, very intelligent. Um, we were talking about all different kind of things, wasn't we? But yeah, so I'm gonna share out his channel, and and if you feel that in your heart to subscribe, support a young upcoming young man. Hey, have fun, be safe, and enjoy your young life. If I could give you one word of advice, don't grow up too fast. Enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of being young because you're going to get to a point in life where life's going to hit you as an adult. So don't grow up too fast. Don't grow up too fast. Have all the fun you can right now because trust me, when you get our ages, us older ages here, we'll tell you we blinked and it was gone. So have all the fun you can. Don't rush to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Have as much fun as you can. Be as stupid as you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Be childish. Do those Walmart carts. You know what I'm saying? Do things that make you happy and make you laugh. You know, because before too many years, adult things will happen, and you'll wish you could go back. Because all of us older people, wish that sometimes we could go back to when we could be young and dumb and stupid and do things with our friends and just hang out because right now you don't have as many worries in life, right? And you can have as much fun as you want to have. Have it while you can. Don't try to grow up too fast. That's the worst. That's the number one thing if an older person could tell it. I like listening to certain music in church, Mr. Rubin. Now, I like when I go to a church and they got some good music, right? But I also like when it's got to be a balance, right? It's got to be a balance. You got to have the music, you got to have the entertainment, and you got to have the study, right? I like the music because I'm a singer. And maybe that's just me, and that's why I love the music, and for me, music gives me a connection to God. And when I sing and I raise my voice to God, it gives me a connection because that's what I'm supposed to use my talent for, right? God gave me that talent and gave me that voice to use to sing to him. And yes, do I sing other things? Am I the best at it? No. But um that's what I believe music to me, it connects me. Where some people may not. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say that usually it's not that much music. Usually it's like the when you first come in, they'll sing like one or two songs, maybe three. So that's like 3, 6, about 9 minutes of music. And then the preaching's about 30, 45 minutes long. And then maybe they'll sing another song. But in most of the churches that I went to, they do a little bit of music, like three or four good songs. And then the preacher will preach. And then sometimes, now I will say this, now revival week is more music, and there's about a good hour worth of preaching. So I don't know if you've ever been to a Baptist revival, Mr. Rubin, but they're actually pretty fun. They're really fun. A good old Baptist revival, oh, they're good. Oh yeah. The first time I ever seen a preacher run up and down the aisles was at a good old Baptist revival. He got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, most of the churches that I went to, Miss Roddy, will do hymns. Like some of them don't even have choirs because the churches are so small, and I like the smaller setting churches. And we'll do like three or four hymns, something like that, and then move on to the preaching, and then we might do a closing hymn or a closing prayer. See, that's the thing. You can either, because they might switch it up. One day they might do a closing prayer, and sometimes they'll do both, and then sometimes they'll do a closing hymn, right? And sometimes then they'll have like a song playing as everybody leaves, kind of thing. But I don't think I've ever went to a church that had like 15 or 30 minutes worth of music and then only 15 minutes worth of pastoring. Because I'm going to tell you something. I love going to a church, Mr. Rubin, where the pastor is super passionate and like he'll get on something. He wasn't supposed to stay on that subject that long, but it gets to talking to him in his heart. And then before you know it, it's been 30, 45 minutes. And he's passionate. You know what I mean? Like he's passionate about his word. Um, I like when a preacher gets passionate. Most of our churches go from about 9 o'clock till about 12 or 1. Um, Now there's a church that I went to in New York that you probably would have loved, Mr. Rubin. The way that they did theirs, um, they had a they had the singing, and they do like two or three songs, right? And they had a PowerPoint presentation and a Bible study. Like when you came in, you got that little, the little pamphlet that most churches give you so they could tell you what the preacher's preaching about that morning. We usually, almost in every church I went to, they always have that. They have the little pamphlet and they print it out every morning, right? And they give you the little pamphlet so that you'll know what Bible verses are going to be touched on that morning. What's going to be preached about that day, and so that you can follow along in your Bible, and that way you can write down your thought processes, and you can study with. It's like a study guide almost. And a lot of the churches that I've went to, they do that. I would tell him that too, Mr. Rubin, if he was preaching on something that wasn't in the Bible. I'd be like, I got to go. I can't beware. I beware of false prophets, for they are many, and I ain't going to be sitting in hypocrisy and send myself, to Hades. No, thank you, ma'am or sir. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. You not sending me straight to Hades for me being here. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm walking away. When I walk into that church and the way I feel, and here's another thing. If you walk into a church and you don't feel like it's home to you, don't stay. It's not a good fit for you. When you walk into that church, it should feel like home to you. It should feel like a breath of fresh air. It should feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders, right? It should feel like, that this is your home. This is your place of comfort. Because not every church, and that doesn't mean it's a bad church. That doesn't mean that they're doing anything wrong. It's just not the right place for you. See, let God lead you to your church. If you're going to go to a secular church, let God lead you to where He wants you to go. You'll get this. I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I've done, and it's worked for me. I don't know how to explain it the other way. When I've had to change church homes because of moving or whatever reason, I've always let God lead me to the church. And He'll give me this overwhelming feeling that I need to go to this one place. This overwhelming feeling that I need to go here. I've got to go here. Right. And then I end up stepping in there, and usually it was the place I needed to be. I usually let God lead me. And I have tried out many different churches, many different now like I'm mostly Protestant, right? I have went to a Catholic mass before. I am mostly Protestant. So I've only been to a Catholic church once because of my husband's Catholic. I'm Protestant. But I've been to many different versions. I've been to Baptist, Methodist, Church of Christ, Church of God. I've been to, many different and ones. I will say I show more kinship towards Baptist and undenominational. The reason I like the undenominational, I'm gonna explain it to you. A lot of denominations have their own set of rules that I don't necessarily agree with. And so therefore for me, good morning, Miss Catherine. For me, I like going to an undenominational where they're just preaching on God. That's it. They're preaching on Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They're using the good book. It's not about a denomination. It's not about a specific thing. A lot of the denominations, I have heard this in church, and anybody else who's been to many different churches can attest this. They will say they're the only ones going to heaven. That's bullshit. I don't like that. I don't like when people say they're the only ones going. I have tried Church of God and Church of Christ. I have tried the Apostolic churches. They're okay. But I just like the non denomination. I find that to me, that's more, you know what I'm saying? More my style. I have been to quite a few good Baptist churches. I have been to a really amazing Church of God and a Church of Christ. I have been to two of those. There was a Pentecostal church I went to that was pretty cool. Um, uh, I don't want to say anything against y'all Methodists, but I have a little bit of issue with the Methodist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you Methodist, I ain't talking bad about you. I'm just saying I've had some bad experiences in Methodist churches. Had some really bad experiences. Your church may be awesome, but the ones I've went to, I've had some bad experiences. One of them, one of the Methodist churches I went to, let me tell you what they did. First off, they locked the doors of the church. You're not supposed to lock the doors of the church because you're supposed to lead the sinner into the church. And you're supposed to pray more for the sinner than you are the saint, because the saint don't need your prayer. The second thing is they preach that mixed children were an abomination of God. When I heard them say that, I got up out of that church, me and my family did, and we left. They were nice people before that. I had a great Bible study with the Bible study lady. Amazing people. And then when I heard that preacher say that, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I am not cool with that. I haven't been to a secular church in a while, Mr. Rubin. And it's because I just can't seem to find the right fit. But you know what I've always said? There was one in New York, but obviously I'm not in New York. So it's like the ones I have found, they're too far away. Like the drive, right? I can't go all the way to New York just for Sunday church. You know what I'm saying? But what I have found is that where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am. Right now, technically, we're doing what you do in church. Right now, we're praising him. And that's all it takes. Where two or more are gathered in my name, that's all it takes. If you and your wife and your children want to praise at home, guess what? You're creating a church right then and there. You don't even realize it. You don't necessarily have to have that door with those. That church house is just that. It is a place to where you're supposed to go to be together, right? That's a place where you're supposed to go to be together. It is not. And I'm going to tell you something. I will walk out of a church that tries to. I give freely to the church because I want the church to do well. I want the church to be able to pay their bills. But when I hear a church become all about money and tithes, I'm walking out of that church because you're not giving money to Jesus when it comes to the church. That's not in the Bible, as much as they try to tell you that. The reason you're supposed to give money to your church is to support them so that they can keep the doors open. But when they become about money, they are praising money above Jesus and above God. I will not go to that church because beware of false prophets and false idols. And money is a false idol. I refuse to have to. I ain't doing it. If a church starts calling me about tithes, I'm done with that church because no. You're supposed to give freely from your heart when you can. I have seen people go broke because of them making them feel bad like they're going to go to hell because they didn't give money to the church. That's bullshit. That person still has to survive and feed their family. I bet you 101 when that person gets down that church ain't going to be there to help them. And that's the part that bothers me with that. I've seen that happen and I don't like that. Hey, Miss Mo, Grand Rises, Miss Mo. Good mornings. Good morning. Grand Risings. I gotta say it like Miss Mo. Grand Risings. I just pulled a you, Miss Mo. Now that I can't get behind. I cannot get behind when churches do that to people and put people in a bad place. So that's why, I just haven't found the one around me. See, that's the church shouldn't. I'm gonna say this. If the church ever puts you in a bad place, that's not a good church. That's right, Mr. Rubin. I'm going to tell you what I think the Lord has put me here for is to show what Christ's love is like and to show that not all Christians are judgmental and hateful and they're not going to pass judgment, to show what peace God can give you in your life and what Jesus can give you so that others may be led to him and not away from him. If I can show one person who has a preconception of what a Christian is and show that's not what God is all about, that's not what Jesus is all about, and lead them to him, I did my job. And we're supposed to pray more for the sinner than we are the saint, because the saint don't need your prayers. And that really bothers me, Miss Catherine, when church members put all their money in the church and they can't pay their bills. No, you're supposed to have, okay, the way we used to do it when I was dirt poor, we used to give 25 cents to $1 to the church, and that was enough because that's all we had, right? That's all we had. And somebody who was doing better had a little bit more to give, right? But they're not supposed to nickel and dime you. I have heard about some of these churches putting people on a tithe list to where if you don't pay tithes, they call your house and ask why you ain't paying. No, sir, no, ma'am. If a church ever does that to me, I'm gone. I'm like, you're not my church family anymore because that's not the will of God. Now, I understand doing it so you can keep your church up because you like your church. But no, when it's going to affect your life to the point that you can't eat, you can't feed your family, you can't pay a bill, no, sir, no, ma'am. Hey, Mr. Montrese. Now, I'll tell you something. I will say that. That is true, Miss Mo. When a church starts praising money over God and starts building that church up, you know what story in the Bible comes to mind? Do y'all remember the story of the Tower of Babel? Do you remember when they were worshiping false golden idols? And do you remember the story of Babel when they tried to build the temple so high to God that could be closer to him? And how God said that was wrong? Every time I see churches do that, that's what I think of. I think of the Tower of Babel. You know what I'm saying? So, no, when I start seeing churches do that, I walk away. I walk away. I can't do that. That's against what my beliefs are, and I can't do that. And I'm not going to, just for the sake of fellowship, I'm not going to bend or break those. And secondly, you ain't sending my soul to hell. Hell no. I ain't doing it. I'd rather walk away. I am not doing it. If I feel blasphemy in a church, I cannot stay there. I can't do it. I've also been in a church where people were making fun of other people. There was this family. I remember this story, a church I went to. And when I told my mom and daddy, because I was a kid, so I was quiet, and they talked about people around me. They made fun of this family. This family was dirt poor. I mean, dirt poor. They had holes in the clothes, stains. They couldn't get out, but they were there every Sunday. They gave what they could. It may have been a quarter, it may have been a nickel, it may have been 50 cent, a dollar, knowing that they couldn't really, that was all they had left over. That was all they had, right? And I seen them do that. And I seen them people make fun of them in church and put them down. I was like, nah, I can't be here. Hey, Miss Muffy, good morning. But yeah, no. Hey, Choreo Lover. Oh my God, y'all. I miss my Choreo Lover so much. Girl, you don't know how much I miss you when you was away. How's my baby doing? How's my puppy dogs? How's everybody over there? I ain't seen you in so long. It's been like Jesus just brought my friend Choreo Lover back to YouTube and told her that I missed her. You know what I'm saying? Cause I did. I missed you, Choreo Lover. I've been asking about you ever since, you took your time off. I'm like, is she okay? I miss her. Is she all right? You know I love me some Sophie. You know how I love animals. Um, I know, right? Look, Muffy, look who it is. We get so excited. We get so excited. But that is true, Roddy. A good church supports its community in many ways outside of those four walls. I'm going to tell you, that is when I'm more likely to give to a church, when I know that church thinks more about its congregation and the people than it does itself, right? Not saying that the church doesn't pay its own bills or anything like that, but they know that somebody in that church is having a hard time, and they don't try to make them feel bad about it or feel like a charity case. You know what I'm saying? Or they know that their community itself needs some kind of crowd run funding, crowd raising, and they put on stuff for the community. They worry more about their congregation than they do that building. Because technically that building is just that, a building. You know what I'm saying? It's just a building. It's the people. The people are who matters. Yep. I tell them we gotta go. We gotta go. I can't deal with people who make fun of people in church, because when you're in that church, you're supposed to be there to love every person in that church, because that's your brothers and sisters in Christ. You're supposed to uplift them, not tear them down. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to show them, Christ's love like Christ shows you. And if you know they're having a hard time, you're supposed to help them. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be over here making fun of them because they can't afford what you can. That's wrong. I've seen it, and I've had to walk away from churches because of that. Yep. I've been to some really great churches. I'm going to say this. I've had the 50-50 thing. I've been to some of the best churches you've ever been to in your life. I've also been to some of the worst churches you've ever been to in your life. There have been churches I've got up during the middle of service and walked out, or I walked out at the end and I never returned. I did not feel God in that place. I did not feel Jesus. And I was like, nope, I ain't going back. That one specifically, I walked out in the middle of service when that preacher preached that mixed children were an abomination of God. I didn't need to be in that church no more. I did not need to be in that church. You do not preach that children are abomination. That, and there was a mixed child in the congregation, might I add. Now there are some great churches, Miss Catherine, in my area. It's just one of them's too far away. It's at Blue Springs. That's where I got baptized. Was Blue Springs Baptist Church. It was a really amazing church. I don't know if the same preacher's still preaching over it, but he was good. And then the one I went to in New York was awesome. There was one that shut down. A couple of them that shut down. Some of them got hit by, different things. There was a church that I went to, and there just wasn't enough people to keep the doors open. But I'm going to tell you something. If this man ever opened another church, I would be there every time he preached. If I knew he was at a revival, I'm going to that revival. I don't care what church it's at, I will go there. There's a man named Brother Brown. And I'm going to tell you something. This man couldn't read nor write, illiterate. But that man knew that Bible like the back of his hand. And he is one of the first preachers that ever made me feel the Holy Ghost. Now in Amory, it's a little further down, it's a drive of a piece. There was a good little Church of Christ down there. And I'm gonna tell you something, they always made me feel the Holy Ghost. I loved it down there. I loved it down there. It's just it's weeding through the bad to find the good. So don't give up if you do want to find fellowship and find a good church. Also, let me say this. There are churches online. You can watch church services online. There are. And there are Bible study groups that you can find. You know what I'm saying? Around you. Well, no, what it is, Miss Catherine, like they're over an hour drive. It's not like it's 30 minutes down the street. It's not like it's it's like an hour or 2 hours. That was the most awful. I will say that was the most awful experience, choreover, I've ever had. I've never had that in any other church in my life, and I went to many. When I say many, I've been to over 30 churches down here, right? Over 30, 40 churches, and I have never heard that again before or after. That was the worst church and extreme church I've ever went to. I kind of found out that church was almost a cult, you know what I'm saying? And they were extremely racist. And I did not realize that until I went through service with them. So they kept coming to my house, inviting us. They seemed like really nice people. So we went, right? They kept, trying to get people in the community to come to the church, right? So like they were just really nice. And so it was like, you know what? We'll go try. We'll go try. And Bible study was great, right? The morning Bible study was great. Then we sat through service. And when he said that in service, I was done. I never went back to that church. In fact, I told them, and there were some good people in that church, don't get me wrong. And I told them, I said, you mean to tell me your preacher is preaching this? There was one or two good people that were actually good people that had good hearts. And I don't know how they got sucked into that church. I don't know, but it was almost like a cult. And I told them, I said, why are you listening to that? He's leading you down a bad path. That says it. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. And I had some objections for them when I saw them. I had some sayings to say. But you know, that's just, I don't have objections to driving to a good church, Miss Catherine. It's just I want to find something more closer because and we do have like two or three around here that I'm gonna eventually try. But it's just such a far distance for the ones that I love. The distance is pretty far. It's like three or four like counties away, not townships, counties. And so they're about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, some of them. And I would rather find something that's like a 30-minute drive, you know. Um, but I love some of those churches. I wish I lived closer to them, but I don't. I've since moved away from those areas. One thing I would love, I would love to be able to learn Aramaic and like to be able to speak, stuff like that, and to be able to read it. Okay, Miss Catherine. Let me put you. I don't know if you have my email. I'll put it on screen right quick. Um, it, uh, it's yeah, that's my throwawayable email. So don't laugh at it. It's a little something something. But yeah, I will say in some of these mega churches that I've seen, they care too much about performance and they care too much about what they look like and they care too much about money. And when they start doing that, they're moving away from God, not towards Him, but away from Him, because they're worshiping things that really don't serve Him. You know what I'm saying? Um, so with a lot of those, I don't watch them. I watched this one online one time, and I refuse to watch it again. Uh, Here's the thing: when I feel a bad feeling, I don't want to watch that again. Because, see, God leads me. I let God lead me, right? I let Jesus lead me. I let Him lead me to where He thinks I ought to go. And I give Him all, everything. And so when He gives me that bad feeling, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, judge ye and ye not be judged. Ye without sin cast the first stone. None of us are without sin. We were, we had to ask for forgiveness for our sins. We had to be washed in the blood of Christ. You know what I'm saying? We had to be baptized, or at least saved. I can't tell you who's gonna go to heaven or hell. I can't tell you that because that's not my call. That's not my call. That's His. And look. This is what I've always told people too. When we all go, are we going to be judged based on each other's book of life? No. I'm going to be judged on Charlie's book of life. Mr. Rubin's going to be, judged based on his book of life, not what others, right? So why are we hating on other people? Why are we judging other people? Why are we putting other people down when what they do in their life and how they find their way to God and do their own way in life is not what we're going to be judged by? They're the ones that are going to have to deal with that come judgment day. You get what I'm saying? When their judgment day comes. So why are we being hateful people towards people? It makes no sense to me. I would love to get the original text, Miss Roddy. There's a lot of books of the Bible that were left out during the translation period, and I've heard about it, and I would love to be able to read them. But they're written in Aramaic, if I'm not mistaken. And I would love, 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 love to be able to read those. Because knowledge is power. I don't put knowledge above God or anything above Him. But I love knowledge. God gave me my brain to use. He wouldn't have given me the intelligence that I have if He didn't want me to have it. So that's why I'm constantly learning. We're never too old to learn. God gave us our brains for a reason, and our conscious and our decision making and all these things for us to use it. He gave us that. And sometimes we do need to let Him make the decision. We need to go to Him when we have situations where we might need, a decision or a right way to do something, right? We have to pray on it. We have to pray on it. And God will tell us or lead us. And He speaks to us in mysterious ways. And sometimes God will pop you upside the head when He knows you're doing wrong. And some of His best things, there's a song called Unanswered Prayers. If you ain't never heard it, it's a good one. Also, there's a song called Angels Among Us. It's an amazing story, an amazing song. It's by a band called Alabama, Angels Among Us, and Unanswered Prayers. Who sings Unanswered Prayers? Garth Brooks sings it. Um, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. But Angels Among Us is also a really one. I will say, Mr. World Unknown, you're still young. You're still figuring out in this world where you're going to fit in and where you're going to go and what you're going to do. Um, I understand you're probably made to go to a place right now. And that place may not make you feel at home. And you may have to find that place when you get grown, right? And, right, there may be things that you question because you're young and you're going to question God. And I'm going to tell you this, you're going to have a revelation. You're going to go through a situation to where either it's going to lead you toward Him or away from Him. But eventually you will come back. And in 30 years' time, you're going to look at me and I'm going to be an old woman. I'm going to be old, 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 right? And you're going, you know what, Miss Charlie? You was right. Miss Charlie, you know what? Because one of my friends, let me tell you something. One of my friends was a Satanist, and he'll tell you that because he has found his way back to God, and if he can do it, and he can do a roundabout, anybody can do it, right? And I'm not going to push you to believe. I don't talk about God all the time, right? But I do sometimes get preachy. I admit it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about all different subjects here, all different matters. Oh, I love If Tomorrow Never Comes. Will she know how much I loved her? Did I try every day to show her every way that she's my only one? And if my time on earth is through, and she must face this world without me, did I try in every way to show her every day? I love that. I love that song. I know, right? We have the good vibes here. Good vibrations. Yeah, I'm going to say this, Mr. Buster. Evil has to be in this world for us to know what good is. So there's always going to be somebody that falls short of God's glory. And you know what my prayer is, Mr. Buster? That person actually finds God and changes their behavior. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I pray that bad people who are doing bad things change. Um, you know what I'm saying? I hope they change their behavior And I hope that they find God, and I hope that they find peace and they stop being bad people. We can pray that. Don't mean it's going to happen, but we can pray, right? Sometimes for certain people, you just got to pray for them. They need more prayer. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes we don't want to pray for them because, we upset at them. As a human being, we're allowed emotion. We're allowed to have those emotions, right? But I pray that people like that find Jesus and find God and act better and do better, because that's what God tells me and leads me to, is to pray for people when they're doing wrong. And I pray that they find him and they get on a better path and stop treating others so harshly and terribly. Sometimes we don't understand suffering. Sometimes we don't understand death, and sometimes we question God's ultimate plan. But trust, he has a plan for you, and he's only going to put on you what you can take. And I'm gonna say that that's not a godly thing. And when I am reading a person to feel if they're doing something messy, I be like, Jesus, don't look at me right now. I'm doing something wrong. Just don't look at me right now. I'm not living up to your standard. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, don't look at me right now. I'm like, oh, I know I'm not living up to your standard when I had to read this bitch for filth. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know I'm supposed to be doing better. I'm supposed to be doing better. I fell off the wagon, Lord. They took the Jesus out of me. Hold on just a minute, y'all. But yeah, so I was just telling my son his test results. Um, Yep, that's true, Mr. Room. We are supposed to pray for our enemies. Also, we're supposed to pray more for the sinner than the saint. So when you know somebody's doing like real bad things, you're supposed to pray for them, that God will lead them on the right path, and that he will talk to them and he will teach them, and you know I know that some people go by the Old Testament, some people go by the New Testament. In the Old Testament, it says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, right? But in the New Testament, it says we're supposed to pray for them. We're supposed to pray for them. We're supposed to, you know, when you have evil people like that and people who do bad, um, then we're supposed to pray for them that they find a better path, that they go to God. We don't want them to turn from Him. We want them to turn to Him, right? So that they, you know, become better people and whatnot. And so that's what, you know, I don't always turn the other cheek like I'm supposed to. I don't always turn the other cheek like I'm supposed to. I know that. Sometimes I fight back, right? But God also knows that He gave me the brain to do this. Oh, that's pretty cool though that your uncle is a Christian rock singer. One of my favorite Christian songs is "Brother, Let Me Be Your Shelter" by Need to Breathe. I don't know if you've heard that song, but I absolutely love it. I heard it first through the show Supernatural. Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low. Brother, let me be your fortress when the night winds are driving on. Be the one to light the way, bring you home. I love that song. If you ain't heard it, it's an awesome song. It really is. Um, I love that song. See, that's the only thing that I will say that some churches don't like music and some churches do. And I don't like a church. I don't like going to a church that don't like music because I love music. And I also don't like when a church says that music is the way to devil because to me it is not. I think it also is how you yourself do things, right? Just like they'll tell you video games and social media and this, that, next thing, they're all going to take you. No, it depends on you if you let it. If you let somebody lead you down the unrighteousness, um, then you're going to be led down the way of unrighteousness. But you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that we all be trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? But if you pull the Jesus side of me, and that side of me comes out, I'm gonna have to ask for forgiveness afterward. I'm just saying that I'm fixing to go off, and I'm gonna have to go Jesus. See, I talk to Jesus like that's my homie. We talk all the time. I don't just pray to him. We talk all the time, right? And I'd be like, Jesus, I'm fixing to do something untoward. Please don't look at me at this moment. I apologize in advance, and I'm gonna apologize again afterward because they done got me out my Jesus. They done got me out my body, Lord, and I apologize. I know I shouldn't have done that, Jesus. We certainly aren't the Dixie Chicks. Fighting about your favorite things to do besides drawing and music and 150. I love drawing. I love music. I love art and expression, and it's good for you. And not only good for you, but it's also good for your mental health. Have you ever noticed that most people, because here's the thing, coping mechanisms. We've talked about mental health many, many times, right? Um, there is something in your life that you do that makes you stupid happy, that can take your bad feeling that you're having, your depressive moment, and turn it around. Mine it happens to be music. Some people it's drawing, some people it is knitting, some people it is baking, some people, it's like, but have you ever noticed that every coping mechanism for some reason has to deal with the creative side of your brain? Like your creative side of your brain actually opens you up to happiness. Isn't that something, like if you think about it? That's true. Your grandmother said you wasn't put down here to be mistreated, and don't take shit off nobody. Don't do it. God gave us a brain to use for a reason. He gave us intelligence. He gave us, you're not just supposed to sit there and let people run over you with a car and just stand there. He gave you the intelligence to move out of the way, right? He gave you the intelligence sometimes to walk away from certain people or certain things. He gave you the intelligence to speak back, right? If he didn't want us to do that, he wouldn't have made us that way. Hey, Mr. Jim Connington, the best Jim, the only Jim that ever was and ever will be. Like, have you ever thought about all the things that you do that make you happy? And most of them are creative expressions, whether it be music or, art, or, you like to knit, you like to sew, you like to make things with your hands, you like woodworking, wood burning. There's a lot of things. Writing poetry, creating, like, I know Miss Betty, I've noticed with her, she really loves creating her videos. I think that she actually not enjoys doing that. It's something that's an enjoyment for her, right? And it makes her feel giddy when people love her, um you know her creations. Like, even you go back 3 years ago, that's just something she's always enjoyed doing, is making stuff for other people. And some people are like that. They love to do stuff for others. Like myself, I'm one of these people who I love to please other people. It's not just being a people pleaser, but I like to do nice things for people. Like, I'll just randomly make you a banner and throw it to you and be like, here you go. I was feeling creative. I noticed you didn't have something, so here you go. I just did it out of the goodness of my heart, just because I like to do it. Now, do I charge for graphics? Yes, but sometimes I just get that way. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just do. I just do. And sometimes I just love to sit there and sing. I'll sing and sing and sing because it changes my mental health and makes me happy. You know, sometimes I do it for the joy of it because I just love doing it. I'll play a video game. I love playing video games. You know what I'm saying? There's some of my passion. I love reading books. Books are my passion. I think, Corio, that you helping with a dog sanctuary, I think helping with the elderly will help, but I really think that the dog sanctuary or helping with animals really probably would make you the happiest. And I think it would be a good passion for you. I believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should find their passion in life and the things that they love, because here's the thing, it's going to help you. Like, when you have a bad mental health day and you're depressed and you're not feeling good and whatnot, right? Not only can you turn, I'm gonna wrap this all together, all these conversations we've had. Not only can you turn to God to give you strength and to give you peace, but you can also do things for yourself, because God has taught us that we can do things for ourselves because we were given the knowledge and the power to do so, right? So if you know, right, that music is your expression, your art, and it's going to make you feel better. I'm going to say this. This is an advice to Mr. World Unknown. When you go to write your music, I want you to sit down, and anything bad that has ever happened in your life, whether it be bullying, whether it be, whatever has happened, and like yourself better than anybody, like your cousin that who rapped, and he passed away, right? And you got hurt from that, you got pain from that. Write that into the song. Not only will it be cathartic for you and help you through your situation, but it also will mean something to somebody else. See, that's what I try to. It's okay to make the bangers and to make the, the radio play kind. But the most meaningful music we can all think about is something that touches our spirit. It touches our heart. It means something to us. One of my favorite songs will always be, there's two songs that I love. One is Family Portrait from Pink, right? I love that song. It's always been a good song to me. I love Who Knew by Pink because of that same reason. Dear Mama by Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I think about every song that I love, If You Don't Know Me by Now by Melvin and the Blue Notes, re-sung by Simply Red, it's been redone by quite a few artists, but all those songs touch my spirit. You know what I'm saying? They touch my soul. Coat of Many Colors by Dolly Parton. Coal Miner's Daughter by Loretta Lynn. Like, I can go on to different genres, different music, different things. Every one of those songs lyrically means something to me. You know what I mean? And they touch me in my spirit, in my soul. When you're feeling down or you're feeling hurt, pen to paper helps. If you find that animals are your thing. When you're feeling real down, go love up on an animal. I promise it's going to change your day. Go outside in the sunshine, and I want you to just look at the beauty around you. Look at the trees. Look at the bark on the trees. Look at the ground. Look at the animals. Just everything. I mean, every little thing from the smallest detail to the largest. It will change your perception. And you have to, when you're going through a mental health crisis, you have to change the way that your brain thinks because it's going to go to a negative place. You have to change that negative from a negative to a positive, to I'm not enough to I am enough. I'm a POS to no, I'm not. That's a lie somebody else said. Why am I believing what others have said about me? Why am I letting myself get to this point? Now I will say, one of my cousins, they had a Christian band, and I had like I called him uncle instead of cousin because I didn't understand the concept of that when I was real little because he was like older than my dad. But they had a band. They did Christian. A lot of my family is very musical and can play pretty much any instrument. One of my favorite Christian songs is called "It'll Be Worth It After All," child, because of him. And the Spencers sang it. It's, it'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of these trials, we'll hear Jesus call. I love that song. I love It'll Be Worth It After All. In fact, I'm going to sing it for y'all right quick. I'm going to find it. The lyrics and stuff because I love this song. The Spencers are the ones that sang it first, but I love the way my cousin sang it. I had a cassette tape with their band on it. They used to sing it's we need our spirit-filled preachers to teach us right from wrong. We need our old-fashioned seekers who'll pray all night long. We need some good gospel singing to help us go another mile. Our church will triumphant. We'll go home in a little while. It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of these trials, we'll hear Jesus call. It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of this climbing, it'll be worth it after all. When you're down in the valley, and prayer's all I can do. But the Lord sends deliverance that strengthens you. But when you're up on that mountain and you see me struggling alone, Lift my name up to Jesus. Let's help each other make it home. I love that song. I absolutely love that song. I do, and it is and awesome. You go to the gym for your Friday workout, Miss Catherine, and I'm gonna pray and that everything go good. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm so proud of you, Miss Catherine. You know what I mean? You over there, you doing that thing. And don't you never let nobody speak out your name or talk down to you or say anything bad. Mm-hmm. Every one of us, sometimes we gotta speak up and speak out. And you doing that thing, going on to, do your thing. I love Stan also, World Unknown. Um and everything. You gonna go do some photography today, babe? Sometimes I will say I myself do not agree with taking anything online offline. I think that you should just do you, and if you got words for somebody, say the words. Like, cuss each other out online. Do what you got to do. But, you know, keep it online. Taking it offline, to me, I don't like. I've never liked that. I've always spoke out and said that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you are world unknown. I get that. I get that. Stan has always been one of my favorite songs, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite song by Eminem. And I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. But tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. I said I'm sorry, Mama. That and my other favorite is I used to sing this one to my son now. Um Hush, little baby, don't you cry. I'ma give you the world. I'ma buy a diamond ring for you. I'ma sing for you. I'll do anything for you to see you smile. And if that ring don't shine, I love that song because he sang it to Haley. I also love Haley's song. If you've ever heard it, I love that one song. Um, like I love songs that mean something. I have a thing about that. Like I love lyrically beautiful songs. Yeah, well, here it is, Mr. Rubin, that the bigger people like that don't want anything good for those smaller. And if you're on the righteous path, they're gonna try to knock you down. Well, if there is I gotta go find it, World Unknown. But a friend of mine, well, what is her name? And I know her name, and for some reason her name is not coming up in my head right now. Oh goodness, she does a lot of covers like I do. See, I do a lot of covers, and she told me that I could technically get my covers on streaming platforms, and that they could be monetized. I just have to go to this one website, and I got to find it again. When I find it again, I'll shoot it on my community wall to you. But there's different ways that you can do that, World Unknown, to get your music out there. I want you to make sure that you have your sound quality up. You can go to Amazon. If you have a PC and whatnot, you can go to Amazon and get a mixer. Okay, and this way, when you record and use different, there's also different uh, software you can use, right? It'll be mixed right, so the sound quality is there because you want the sound quality there, right? There's many different ways you can get it put on Apple. You can have your own. We know a YouTuber who does YouTube content, but he does it on Spotify. He does a podcast on Spotify. So you just have to sign up to be a creator on Spotify and Apple, and you can put your music there. You can monetize your music. You very well can. There's also a website for people who do covers and different things to where you can pay this website and it will copyright for you. So you have the copyright to your music, right? If you're doing, why is her name not coming to my mind? She is an amazing singer. What is her? I hate when that happens to me. I hate when that happens to me when the name don't come to mind. Oh, so she basically was being a smart butt to you, telling you you can't have it your way, and it's gonna be 45 minutes. That's some bullshit. If you ain't gonna be able to get it in time, and you made the appointment beforehand, they should be on time. You know what I mean? Now I will say, world, I know we talk a lot of shit over here. The sector that I'm in on YouTube is called the beef sector. We talk a lot of shit. We do. We be we be cussing each other out over here. I'm just saying. So Lord forgive me if you ever hear me read a bitch for filth. I apologize in advance for that. But you know, a lot. And I do apologize because you might hear some things that you'd be like, "Oh, Miss Charlie, you don't talk that way. Oh, Miss Charlie, you don't act that way." Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, sometimes I got to cuss hoes out a little bit. I just got to do it. I will say that some people think that Mr. Rubin, that their grandioso in their brain is a lot larger than what they really do in real life. In real life, they ain't shit, but they think they shit. Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. If you sing down here in the beef sector and you come to some shows I got, you might hear some stuff to make you go, "Ooh, cha!" We get a little rough over here because most of us are adults and we're in our 30s and we cuss each other smooth the fuck out. Some of us in our 40s and 50s, and we even have some 60-year-olds and maybe a little higher, and we will cuss each other smooth the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Um, just saying. Some of us be doing some messed up shit. I'm sitting here checking community walls right now. Um, ooh, there's some snuff going down. There's always some stuff going down, I swear. So somebody's looking up Miss Candace's information and she's getting notifications because somebody's doing that. Mr. Noble states that he has his light and his dark side, and sometimes he don't like to let that demon out. And MITB says, Jim Terry, are you willing to sign an affidavit to back up your claims that you spoke to the Christopher and Dana Reeves Foundation? Mr. Grumpy Italian says, Turtle Snitch Boy says he has done his last show. I don't believe a word this loser says, but if it's true, maybe we could start having some. And then Mr. Redzilla posted a meme that says when FBS starts crying on stream. Um, and then Mr. Rick Reed from our sector, from the beef sector, is be like, I ain't got time for y'all shit. Um, pretty much, that's a sum it up type situation. Oh yeah, yeah. He be hitting links more now, Corio. Girl, you've been missing it. It's been a lot. You done missed a whole lot. You know how it go. I Hey, I'm gonna say sometimes you just gotta, let it go. Oh, I know you can't, girl. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. While you were gone, I got doxxed by a crazy ass white dude. And he had CPS show up to my house. Uh, yeah. So while you was gone, there was a lot that had happened. Was I was cussing his white racist ass out, but little bitch boy couldn't take it. Yeah, little bitch boy couldn't take it. Hold on, let me drop the link for you. Girl, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. You missed quite a bit. It was a lot of crazy mess that went down. It was. Um, Little bitch boy couldn't take it. He couldn't stand that. My words ate him up. I was exposing that ass. I was on an expose. You know me. I'll expose a racist in a heartbeat. I don't like them motherfuckers as far as I could throw them. And that ain't very far because, I don't want to touch them. Cobby done got something. The Ajax can't rub off. Um, and then while you was gone, Just Blaze got doxxed. And everything. And we had a lot of crazy shit go down. Let's just say we had a lot of doxing, a lot of crazy mess. Lemon got struck like real bad. Jay Dunn got struck. Ness got struck. Her main channel gone. She on the backup and the backup for the backup. Oh shit, we had a lot go down. Let me make sure it's you. Eh,
It's
Hey,
me.
sister.
Hey, boo, what the hell happened?
Girl, okay, so I started messing around with this crazy ass racist white dude. Um,
You
and
started messing around with him. What that mean? Oh,
oh,
you
I was exposing him for his bullshit.
okay? Okay.
And well, I gave his victims a voice to speak out, gave people a chance to say their side of the story. He's a band creator over here on YouTube anyway, but he uses other people's platforms to vote people, and he has his little paid site that he doxes people behind it. And he pretty much doxed the shit out of me, and then I've already been doxed.
That's what I was getting ready to say. You already were docs. What did he?
The only thing that bothered me is he did like try to mess with my child and
Oh
with
no.
CPS, and then he also tried to say that my child was a incest child and all this other bullshit.
Whose platform was he doing this on?
He was doing it behind a paywall.
Okay, and how did y'all find out he was doing it?
Well, he did some of his shows for free so people could see it on his website because he's a band creator. And then he was over here also on other people's platforms threatening shit and
Who?
saying he was going to do it. Like, so I downloaded everything, obviously, have all the, info in case I ever needed it for any amount of purposes, just in case any of his threats came to real life, right?
Who
But
over here was letting him on their panel?
I wasn't over here in the beef sector. I was in another.
Okay.
I stepped outside the beef sector and went to around some crazy white people.
Okay. Okay. Got.
Yeah, and then I moved over and I've done met some amazing people because like Mr. Rubin, I met him and a lot of the people you see
Okay.
in chat. And then I met a lot of people from MobTube, which are really cool people. So I just, I was playing around with different sectors.
Okay. And you ran across him. Okay. And
Well,
he
he came over here. He came over to MU's house.
all
That's
right.
how, I
That's
would have never searched him out. You know
yeah,
me.
that figures. Yeah. Cause see, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'm not. I said I was going when I came back. I was going to be nice. So
Well, he started disrespecting. First, he was just Vegas girl came back, and
oh,
yeah, and Blaze was over there trying to help her. Well, he started calling Blaze all kind of MBs with hard ER, and
oh boy.
yeah, really bad stuff. And then he started talking bad to Mr. William Carruthers. He started talking like he started saying racist stuff. No, so I was like, who is this person? I don't know
Mhm.
them. And
Mhm.
so I looked it up, and when I searched this person's name, I was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, I'm gonna expose him to where my sector won't fuck with him, because I don't
Right.
want nobody in my sector even letting him touch a link." You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
And so that's how that happened.
But MU would sit there and let him say all that on her panel, right?
Well, she was like, at first she was like kind of liking him a little bit, but not really. She was like kind of iffy about the situation. She was
Mhm.
just trying to help Vegas Girl. Well, um, Vegas Girl's really tied into this dude, like real, real crazy. And
Mhm.
he started disrespecting MU's mind. She dropped him. He
Okay.
started telling her to take her A1 Day One mods that she's had forever. And well, if your mods ain't gonna do nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? Like talking crap to her people. And she actually, you'd be proud of MU. She said F you. And then I showed her all of the information that I had
Mhm.
found. And she
Mhm.
was like, he's not welcome back over here anymore.
And he probably was up in the bushes watching you on her panel, you know, revealing his stuff, and that's when he got upset. Okay, I got it. I got it all. Um, hmm. Interesting. I'm sorry that happened to you. And I hate that he messed with your child, Charlie. I really am. Because your child's not an adult. So can you hear me? Uh-oh. Charlie?
Hold on just a minute, girl. I got a
Okay.
phone call.
Okay.
Sorry about that. See
Okay.
what what
I
had happened was I had a phone call come in.
okay. I put something in the back chat that I want to keep private, but I wanted you to know. Can you see it?
Yes, Bub, I can, and just know that I love you.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I mean.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm real sorry that happened to you. I just hope that people hold the line and maybe you know what I'm saying, keep it, we have to do a better job at gatekeeping. And there's a lot of people I feel that have been let in that shouldn't. but that's just my opinion. So
Well,
I'm you guys. I'm
the
talking about the beef sector down in the chat. I'm talking about the beef sector.
well, technically, Mr. Eric Foss, you're actually in the beef sector a little bit right now. I am beef sector, but I just don't do all the beefing per se. But
Hmm.
if you watch my community wall at all, you will see beef sector content creators shared on my community wall.
Yes, yes. I peep in. I peep in, and you're not a problematic person. You don't bother anyone. All you do is go around, like you said, you try to make music, you do posters when people are having events. You're just not problematic, Charlie. So I'm kind of dumbfounded that this happened to you.
Well, no, see,
Um,
what happened was, Coria, I was being a little bit problematic. I was reading him for filth, and my beef sector side came out.
and
And see what had happened was, it was kind of, I did make fun of him so bad that I hurt they fifis.
yeah, but here's the thing: you have someone in your background here in the B sector that can be deadly. And I don't mean for real, I mean hypothetically.
Yeah, I haven't reached out to nobody for help with that situation. I took care of it myself.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, folks don't know, you know, you come around and you don't know folk. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
They don't know. They don't know who I'm
Mm-mm,
connected to, but
mm-mm.
you know,
And
eh,
they love you, and they actually love you. So, mm, mm, mm. But you handled it yourself. But you know who I'm talking about.
oh, I know. They don't know. I know.
Hmm.
But no, I didn't reach out to nobody, ask for nobody no help. I handled that situation myself. I
Yeah.
basically have put that person on ignore mostly because technically that's what they want is attention and
Uh,
to and clout and different things because technically, do you know that I looked at that website and there was only 4 likes on my docs? Man,
too.
I deserve more likes.
How would you say you paid your dues? What's up with oh babe, I'm really sorry that happened, but I see Diva Tomboyish has been in she been eating people up on because she still comes I'm actually almost out of the algorithm for the B sector because I haven't been on, and but she still comes down my timeline. Her wall look, I've even forgot the terminology we use. Her wall, and it
Yeah.
seems like she's really been eating people up in the beef sector.
It's been crazy. We
Yeah,
got a new content creator called Audio Pulp.
I don't believe in new members. He hasn't paid
No
any
new
dues.
friends.
No new friends, and I'm sure he came through Lemon. All the trash comes through Lemon. So, did he come through Lemon?
Actually, I think he came through Ness.
Ooh, let me shut
But he
up.
said he'd been around for a long time.
They
But
always
then
say that.
but they don't know the history. And I'm
Because they
like,
lying. They all say that. I've been in the clouds for 3 years. Okay. Okay.
well, we got rid of the racist white woman. We got
Right.
we got rid of them from Resto, but now Resto's over there with pizza, and I'm like, and she's like claiming him as like her YouTube hubby kind of situation. I'm like, Miss
Oh, God.
Bizarro, you know this
He,
dude likes to hang out with racist white peoples.
he's a Trump supporter. I remember him and a friend before the election. Lemon had him on the panel, and they were trying to, spout MAGA, like trying to recruit, tell Lemon's chat about MAGA and why Trump was so wonderful. And Resto doesn't like black women.
Well,
Most
see,
of the people,
he was caught in Lemon's Discord saying some terrible shit about black women,
see what I'm
and
saying?
him and Lemon ain't cool no more.
Hmm.
Like they fight, and then MV, not MV, but Binary Code came back for a little while during summer, and then him and
Oh,
Diva got into it, and Diva exposed what Binary. We know what Binary looks like now,
oh,
and
he's been his picture. has been
Uh-huh.
shown before. As a matter of fact, a lot of old Beef Sector, you had took a break. He hit Jay Wilson's panel years ago, and Jay Wilson dropped him, and he came on with his picture. But go ahead, I digress.
Girl, there's been a lot in the beef that has been going on for real, real, like over like the little time that you was gone, whatnot. And then like a lot of Lemon and his mods get into it. So you'll hear about a thing called Discord Gate right now. Uh
Another one?
which another one. Yeah, and that's why I also said this ain't the first Discord Gate that's ever happened.
No,
Um
not.
yeah.
So one last thing, why did Diva attack Binary?
So I forget exactly what happened, but Resto and Binary were claiming they were twins, and they was up on this panel, and for some reason they got into some kind of scuffle, and they started going at Diva, and I'm like, don't poke the bear, don't do it, don't do it. They did it, and yeah, Diva. Diva. And now Mr. Eric Foss down there in the chat, he had a pull up situation. Oh dang, her phone must have got. I was gonna snitch on you, Mr. Eric. No, I'm just kidding. And he totally hit somebody with a flagpole. She didn't hear me, but I gotta wait for her to come back. I may have to drop the link again. I just realized. No. She wouldn't know about your situation, Mr. Eric, because she's not in y'all sector or whatnot. She's from the beef sector. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm from the beef sector. Like that's the name of our sector. It's got started to tell y'all who are not from the beef sector the history. Um, there's a content creator named Kaya. Kaya is the one that sung. If y'all ever heard the song, "My neck, my back, my put, and my crack." Y'all know that song? She actually has a YouTube channel. Well, there was another content creator called T.S. Madison, and they got into a beef, right? They got stopped being friends, and so everybody started beefing from there. And that's where the beef sector started, pretty much from the Kaya and T.S. Madison fight.
Right. And Kaya is the one that did my neck, my back, my crack. She did
Yeah,
that song. Yeah. So just so people know what Kaya you're talking about.
yeah, I did the same thing. I told him the same thing. See,
Oh,
I found this sector myself. I was watching Tasha K, and that was when Tasha K used to be down here in the beef sector.
right.
And a lot of the big time black T stars like um Nick at Night and a bunch of the other ones
Yes.
used to be down here with the beef sector,
Yes.
Armand Wiggins, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
They were down here with us in the trenches,
Yeah.
and that's how I found the beef sector.
Yeah. Yeah. I found the B sector because one night I had eye surgery and I couldn't sleep. You know what I'm saying? It was just a little it was a lot painful. Let me quit. And but I don't like to take pain medicine, so I was trying to thug it out, right? And so I was looking at YouTube, and I was just, I never, I had certain people I watched, and I saw this all black screen come down my timeline, and I was like, what? And it was the beef sector. You know what I forget who it was, but it was, and then it made me go over to what's his name? I forget people's name. I've been gone so long. Anyway, the call-in shows. What's his name? He had,
Sean Bradley.
yes. And then you hear people's name and you research it and you start bouncing around. So that's how I found it. That's how I found it. So it's trial and error, So but I didn't come up here to distract your whole show. I just wanted to know why someone would dox you when you don't really bother anybody. But obviously
Was
you
bothering
are.
him. I was bothering him. I
Yeah.
admit it. I was being a bad little child. I was being messy and I didn't like
Right.
him. So I was exposing him. So he exposed me. And it was, I admit it. I did. I did it.
Yeah, I see. I see. I still hate that it happened, but that's why I was like, who bothering Charlie? But yeah, you were being bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll I'll go back down in the chat. We should talk to the hood table.
We need to do another show together. I miss doing my shows with you.
I know, but I'm not up to date on anything. I guess you guys, I'll just be giving
We need
opinions.
to we now what we need to do is do a catch up show with you and catch you up on all the stuff you done missed.
That's true. That's true. Yes. Yes.
And
Because,
there may be some things I don't remember that she does because there's been a lot that's went down and it's been crazy, girl. Ness lost her original channel. Mm, mm-hmm.
who
There
died?
were striking wars while you were gone. People were
Oh, no.
striking each other. Shakim struck Lemon 6 times under the name Devin Ortiz trying to claim the artwork on Lemon's channel. Lemon almost lost his channel. Then he hit Jay Dunn, and then there's
I,
it's just been a lot.
I don't even know why they still entertain Shakim. I
Oh,
really don't.
he's still around. He's still around. And in fact, people are loving up on him. It's crazy.
Yeah, see that anyway. We'll talk about it on the hood table. So, but I just because I know your people down in your subscribers down in the chat, they have no idea what we're talking about. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go back down in the chat. I apologize to the subscribers down in the chat and the mod.
Girl, they
Um,
fine. They still gonna sit here and listen because they want to know about some of the drama. What your time at?
okay, because I'm like, I always feel like when I hit a panel, they'll wrote because I can't see the chat ever, and because I don't know how to do it, except for over at the hood table because I had problems getting up here, um, and so I always feel like I'm getting roasted down in the chat. So,
Ain't
you
nobody roasted you over here. They love that choreo. We all love the choreo.
oh no, they don't. They don't know who I am, but I know you do. Um, but I also saw where VS is really uh she's changed her
She ain't really doing beef sector too much.
right, yeah,
She's been just chilling, and the crazy part is while she was chilling, Kiki and Octavius broke up, right? Again for the 5011th time. They was bringing her into it. She was just chilling, sitting back, wasn't bothering a soul. Um,
right,
you know what I'm saying? She just been doing her health journey. That's all she been worried
yes,
about.
that
And
I'm glad she's doing better.
a woman in the black tea sector, just because she asked her a question that happened to be a little messy, started talking about she was gonna blow her head off and all this other shit. It was crazy, girl.
What? I
Hell
can't
yeah.
believe that because when her timeline comes down, she's just talking. It's almost like she's giving T sector kind of, little story, interesting stories that has happened like in the black American community, like about celebrities and, you know, things that have happened in the news, maybe across the country. We wouldn't necessarily know her health. I've never even seen her write, and maybe she comes live and she talks about it because her posts aren't about all that stuff.
Her lives haven't really been either. It's just how it is, how
Yeah,
people reach for her because her name brings
yeah,
clout. It's
yeah,
pretty much what it is. And then when she finally does respond, and she's only responded a few times, and she's pretty much after the live has either deleted it or put it on membership. You know how she does.
yeah,
Um, and people cry when she responds.
yeah. And I'm gonna be honest. I came like right when that situation happened. Let's just put it like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And because I would, but I missed a lot before that. But that was around the time, you know. So anyway, all I've ever heard is that she gives people chance after chance after chance. She would, and then when finally when she's had enough and pops back, that's everybody else is that's when folks clutch their pearls. And so that's always what I've heard from hood table. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That people scratch, poke, 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 poke. But it is what it is. She handled it. So you can't be mad because every time it happens, she would handle her business. She stood on business.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this with her, and I've known her for a very long time. Every one of those instances that's pretty much happened has been they poke, they've messed with her, they mess with her,
Mm,
and she just when she blows back up,
yeah,
they don't like what she says, and then
yeah,
they try to do bad things to her. They've gotten her fired from a job. They've messed with her children. They've
yeah,
sent process servers to her
yes,
house,
yes.
and she's like now she'll tell you like her and Queen Gina, they were the first ones to start beefing, right? But they were
Yeah.
beefing over like innocent stuff. They didn't really go too crazy with each other.
Mhm.
But then when other people started getting into the sector and
Mhm.
whatnot, because her name was up there, a
Mhm.
lot of people started coming after her. And she's like, when her and Five got into it, she didn't even know who Five Babe was.
Mhm.
And she was like,
Mhm.
Who is this woman? You know what I'm saying? Who is
Mhm.
this?
Mhm. Mhm.
And you know how the beef sector is in general. Like, let's say me and you are talking about something and somebody else don't like it. Well, they could start saying, well, who's this Charlie girl? Blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's pretty much how most of those beefs started
Mhm.
was people started talking crap. And then she went and she'd
Mhm.
let them talk, let them talk, let them talk. And then she'd go, blue. And when she blowed up, they did not like it. And I'm like, you can't
Mhm.
handle her words that, you,
Mhm. Mhm.
and so she's
Well,
always been that way.
yeah, but here's the thing. I all like these new people that try to squeeze into the sector and stuff. And I used to tell them there are people that you just don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
VS, Shelly, the Gov, because they go hard. They go hard, and
Oh,
you
the
just
Gov is back too. He been doing his content more.
yeah. He said he went live this morning, but um, I got to go back and watch it. But there's just certain people that they'll mess you around because they don't play in it, and once they you've picked with them and they've let you do it for a while, they want you off their back. So they go hard, and then you leave them alone. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, there's
And
a bunch of them I won't even poke. I'm just telling you, I ain't even bothering.
yeah,
Uh-uh.
yeah, I just named three. Jay
Yeah.
Dunn is another one. She goes hard, so you just don't want to mess with them. Deanna, that's my girl. Deanna goes hard. You know what I'm saying? So you
That's
just
like when they into it, I'm just sitting back with my popcorn, like, damn, this is gonna get
right,
bad.
right. Look. I dropped down in Deanna's chat here, recently, just to say hi because I heard she was asking where I was at. And so I went over there one time. It's been a couple months ago. And I just happened to be looking, and her live came down my feed. So I clicked in and I was like, hey, girl. And she's like, where you been? Of course, I just told her I was taking a break. And she was like, well, who am I going to argue with? I think I'm the only person, maybe, except for her close mods and stuff, that we argue, and she doesn't go smooth off and cuss me out and stuff. Cause she can drag, and
Hmm.
she's never dragged me except for she used to drag a little bit because I was a Tracy supporter. But
Tracy's
she's
Pieces. I remember when Tracy came up with that name.
what?
When she came up with Tracy's Pieces.
Yes. I forget who gave her that name.
Well,
Was it
she had about like 5 or 6 names she was thinking about, and the chat was helping her. And I forgot who in chat said that
wasn't
or
it
brought it
the
up.
van guy? What's his name?
Mystery Van.
Mystery Van. I think yeah, he mentioned it, and that was one of her choices. You're right. You're right. I think it was him. It
I
was somebody
remember.
that's not here anymore.
Well, you know why TSCC got its name, right?
The small claims court.
Yeah,
No.
because okay, Queen's Supreme Court, right? What is the court that's supposed to be underneath, like the big court? Team Small Claims Court. Because
Yes.
small claims, that's where it came from.
Oh, okay. I never knew exactly, but I knew with TSCs. I made sure people coming in the B sector, they need to. That's something they need to know about and understand.
A lot
Because
of these young ones don't even know what TSCC was or anything.
and I don't explain it to them. I feel like you should be here and do your research. I'm not here to. I had to do my research. You had to do
Mhm.
your research. I don't, I'm not here to teach you, and unless I like you. If I like you, I'll do whatever. But those things that come out of Lemon's panel, off of his panel, and spread out. I can't do it. And I
Well,
like Lemon.
JC and Lemon fell out. Now JC and Lemon are cool again. She's back up on his stuff.
No,
Um,
is
mhm.
she the first woman again? Is she the first
Well, I
one?
don't know because people right now are talking about Sour Patch had a crash out the other day.
She had a what? Sour Patch hits panels.
Yeah, she be hitting panels now. Her, Miss Sharika Chicago be hitting the panel. Beans and cornbread be hitting the panel
That
more.
Beans and Corn
There's
is my girl. Hmm.
Girl, there's a lot of people that since you've been gone, they've been hitting links like, you know what I mean? Like, and I've
Sour Patch
still
has been here like 5 or 6 years. Wow. I
she's
wonder what.
a staunch, or I don't know if she still is. I ain't got to speak to her too much since the crash out, but she was a staunch Lemon supporter. And here's the thing: there was a divide in the Discord where Two Peas, Benz, and Beans didn't like or had a disagreement with Mika and Sour Patch and a few other and Sharika. So there was like this war going on. You know what I'm saying? And Lemon was trapped in the middle of it and still is kind of sort of. And they all his moderators too.
Oh my god.
So it's been some drama there, girl. There's been some drama.
So Sour Patch crashed out.
She was
Oh,
drunk on YTC's panel, girl.
she's drunk.
She was drunk, drunker than a skunk, and she was crying about Lemon, and she was cussing, and they were fussing. I'll give Lemon this: he did not cuss her back.
Okay.
He
Oh,
said, "That's my friend, and everybody deserves a crash out." You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And they
Oh yeah,
do.
and Lemon took Two Peas' mod stick because supposedly Two Peas was talking shit about him in other people's chats, but supposedly talking to him different. But anyway, it's been a whole
I don't
mess,
even
girl.
know who Two Peas is. That's what I'm saying. Different people come into the sector and think they're B sector, and they usually come through Lemon or Ness. I don't even know who Two Peas is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
girl, it's been crazy. It's been
yeah.
crazy.
Oh my God. That's inner because Sharika never used to hit panels.
I know. When I
Beans,
first heard, it, I was like, "Oh my god, that's Miss Sharika."
yeah,
I
and
didn't even know.
Beans and Cornbread was hit or miss by the time I took my break. But Sour Patch has been here for years, and I guess I don't know, you get brave enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like Deanna so much, and I was like, I just want to talk to her, and I hit her panel, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna hit all my faves panels at least one time, and that's what I do. I did. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then we became panel hosts for the Hood Table.
I know, right? A straight hoe. But you know whose panels I've never hit that I love to death is Mother and Gov. I'm
I
not.
know, right? It's well, I've wanted to hit Mubba's. I think I hit it one time. It was to talk about a situation,
Okay.
to thank Mubba
I
because
think you
some.
did.
It was because somebody, what's her name? The one that gets drunk and she always like be talking. She was trying to say that me when I did VS's Halloween competition a few years ago, and I did a dance to Mubba's song, his cleanup song.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to claim that was racist or something. I forget what it was.
Oh,
But
Lord.
Mubba didn't fall for it.
Yeah.
Mubba didn't fall for it. What she said all kind of stuff, girl. Like I was trying to make fun of him or do something. It was just a lot of mess, right? I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what was said, but Mubba didn't fall for it. And
Yeah.
I went up there and thanked Mubba to Mubba's face and said,
Yeah.
thank you for knowing that I did that at the Girls Park because I love you and I love your channel and I think you're
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
and whatnot. And that's the only time I think I've ever hit. And I think I hit one time we had you know how we have our coming to Jesus moments on Mother's panel.
Yes. Yes.
I think I hit one other time we were talking about past beef sector versus the new beef sector.
Ugh. I don't believe in the new. See, here's the thing. I know Ness and Lemon call themselves 2.0, and so they're new people that come in through them call themselves 2.0. I don't believe in 2.0. And Ness and Lemon were here, quote unquote, when it was, they've been here for years. So they're not new. So why are they called? I never understood why they're calling themselves 2.0
Well,
when both.
Lemon don't call himself anymore. Him and Ness had a falling out. They're back cool again a little bit, but it's not really like,
Mm,
not really cool kind of
mm-hmm,
situation because just recently something happened because audio was cool with Ness, and Ness and Queen 88 had got into it. Queen 88 helped strike Ness's channel, her main channel, and
oh my,
whatnot. And so because audio is supposedly dating or talking to Queen 88 like that behind the scenes, now that's a situation, and audio is getting drug into like, well, that type of situation. If you for me, you for me, you ain't with my ops.
right.
And so Lemon got kind of thrown into that too because audio was up on Lemon's panel while Ness was up on Jay Wilson's panel, and it was like a old school back and forth type situation, live for live type thing like they used to do back in the old days.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I understand because I couldn't figure out one of Diva's posts, and now I know who she's talking about because she was like, I would be pissed if my 20-something-year-old son was dating a woman 9 years older than him with 8 kids. You know
Yeah,
what?
so she was talking
Baby
about
daddies.
audio and
Yeah,
Queen 88
yeah.
because she don't like Queen 88
Hmm.
and she was trying to look out for audio is basically what the way I guess she
Yeah,
would say it. And
yeah,
audio is only 27 years old.
yeah,
So he's the baby right now in the
yeah.
beef sector.
No,
And
please quit saying that. He's not beef sector.
well, he claims it and other people claim he is.
How can you claim it when you just pop in? See, that's the stuff I'm talking about. You had to pay your dues. I had to pay my dues. Why are people just allowed to pop in? We told Shakim he wasn't B sector, and he used to get mad and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? He's probably been here longer than he's been here longer than audio or
Well,
whatever.
actually, somebody was saying that the other day, believe it or not. uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and they said he ain't had his beef sector moment yet, but it will come. We all know it will. He ain't been through the trenches yet, but it will come. He has had a little beef. Now, he started with Jay Dizzle on his own. He came into her chat asking her some, and she's replayed it on her channel. Some, like, she was okay. There was this thing about a sex thing, a toy kind of situation.
Oh
Uh,
God.
and he came in her chat like being real super disrespectful to her. And you know how Jay Dunn is.
Yeah.
Well, he poked a bear. Jay Dunn told him to leave her alone. He didn't. So Jay Dunn, did what Jay Dunn does. He talked shit about Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn, it was like a thing. And now they can't stand each other. And she called, if you ever hear her call somebody little buckwheat, I think she talking about him or Kim sometimes. She'll call both of them interchangeably. But she does not like Audio Pulp. A lot of people feel that Audio came after certain people for no reason.
I'm surprised. He better get ready because a lot of time a lot of people can't handle it. You gotta have thick skin, and
So
people.
far, he's handling. I'll give him that credit.
He ain't hit the right one yet.
No, he ain't hitting none of the
Let
OGs.
him piss off Diva. Let him.
He
Yeah,
ain't. Yeah, he ain't ticked her
yeah.
off yet. They've already. Somebody already doxed him, I believe, or something.
Oh, real? See.
I believe. Oh, look! I think it's my beauty, and I see her forever. Oh, look at it! It's the
Oh
sassy show.
my God, sassy, sassy. Oh my God, where's she at?
Sassy girl, we can't hear you. Your earpiece or something. Cause well,
Hopefully
you
she'll.
know, it's probably she picking up on the car or the earbud. It's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens with her a lot.
I haven't. I hate. I really didn't think people would remember me. I was like, dang, I've been gone so. Is that her? Is she gonna talk?
Sassy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad. I was just strolling the streets and then I said, "Oh my gosh, Corio and Charlie." I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just had to come say, "Hey, y'all."
I'm so glad you did, Sassy, because I've been gone for so long. I was telling Charlie I didn't even think people will remember me.
Girl, shut up. Now you know you are a old school OG chatter, honey. Yes, baby, we remember you more than we these damn new people that we don't know.
Right.
Listen, don't
Thank
let
you.
me interrupt. Charlie, it's so good to speak to you. I don't think I've the few times that I've dropped down, I don't think I've seen you in the chat. So I just wanted to come say hey and shout out to the old school crew and the old times when we would just be chilling. Now all we need
Yeah.
is the hood table.
Yep.
I told her we need to do a catch up show for Corio. We need to do a catch up show for Corio and on the hood table, and all of us, us old schools together need to pop up on the hood table, and the hood table need to do like a catch up because there's a lot of things that Corio has missed. Like think about it, she don't even know audio.
Well, I barely know him. I mean, I don't know if you know Corio, but I didn't come back after Lent. So I've been gone
Good.
a long time too. I think I
Okay.
first popped out maybe a month ago. So
Okay.
I've been on two panels, ODS and Tracy, and I think I've been in two chats. So
Oh,
I'm a proud cloud watcher now. Occasionally,
okay.
if it's something hot, but it
Yeah,
is.
I told Ronnie Q because I popped in there and she's like, "Do you want your mod stick back?" I was like, "You can, but it's not the same for me." You know what I'm saying? I had some anyway, it's not the
Mhm,
same for me and I
mhm,
just can't get into all that. Let me
mhm.
type. Can you see the back chat? Can you read the
Uh
back
huh.
chat?
Uh huh. Hey,
And
Gene.
so,
Hey, Gene Ho.
when you go through things,
Yeah,
it
it resets. It
it
resets.
resets. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I didn't. I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess life was lifing, and I didn't know that I wasn't gonna come back after Lent. But it
mhm,
just something reset, and I was like,
mhm, mhm.
Lord have mercy. 5 isn't 5 years enough? You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, damn. Like, at what point, do you say like, okay?
And then and then I catch myself thinking, well, other people keep doing it and they've been here a little longer than me. So you feel like it's something wrong with me that I'm getting wore out.
I don't
I'm
think you should feel that way. I think we should feel like we're really strong and um
yeah,
and we don't have to have this in our lives at the same capacity that we did. We kind of, I
right,
mean, it was COVID and we got caught up and
caught
it's
up.
right and it's all good, but that doesn't mean that we have to continue at the same, like I said, at the same capacity.
Yeah,
I can't stand when people get on and start bashing the beef sector, and I'm not interested in doing any of that, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, and I mean, everything has to end, right? Like, damn.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Unless I
I
think
said,
didn't
at
you go?
least at the capacity that we were. I mean, come on,
Yeah, we were
every day, all
every chat all day long.
day, girl. Okay, and my talkative ass on every goddamn on panel, going live, doing, girl, please.
You're not gonna go back to YouTube cameras and be, like that co-host situation.
Oh no, no, no. That was just a time. It was a time and a
Okay.
moment, and
Okay.
I really enjoyed my time over there. But I think that era is over.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. How's is oh my god, I can't even remember people's names, Charlie, Sassy. What's with the eyeglass? Your what's his name? Your
Oh, we don't talk, and that's my ex, so I don't
okay.
know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no
Gotcha.
idea. Melissa, Christopher W, good to see y'all. Yeah, I don't know, honey. Yeah, but I probably watch at the capacity now. Maybe I'll say like 25-30% versus 125%.
Mm.
So I
I
be
don't even talk about beef sector much anymore.
You don't even talk. Like, I come over here like maybe once a week. I listen to you for like 5 minutes. I don't be knowing what the hell you talking about, but I just be like, let me give her this click, this view. And I
Mhm,
just wanted you to know that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot about none of my old school homies. But,
mhm.
for me to be dropped, and y'all know I got a big ego. But when I drop down, I got to speak to 100,000 people. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I'll be like, child, okay. But sometimes like I said, sometimes I do it strategically. I know when I drop down, I'm going to have to like do a whole bunch of talking. And I want to, right? There's people that I want to say hey to. And then, and then I exit back out. But today, like I'm watching Next Generation on Bravo, which I love that show. It's the kids of the Bravo stars.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah, and Candy's daughter is on there. Kim's daughter is on there. You guys probably didn't watch Utah, but who else is on there? And then there's some trust fund babies on there. But anyway, so I put it on commercial when I put it on pause when it's on commercial. And then I came over to YouTube, but like I said, I was just scrolling. I said, "What? Who is that up there?"
Half of the old gang, huh? Me and Charlie, we just missing a table, and all four of us would be in there. Yeah.
Charlie, you gotta tell her about the shit that brought me out the clouds 2 days ago with that with them lemonettes, and have you tell her about that?
Yeah, I told her about Sour Patch having her crash out on YTC.
Girl, it's old school subbies like Sherika from Chicago and Sour Patch, girl, old school subbies, they
panels,
girl.
Because Sour Patch I think she was here before me, and or around the same time. But I think for her to hit panels, it's like what?
I mean, hitting panels and baby acting a fool. Baby acting a fool, girl. I had to come out of the box for that one. I was like, what?
There's people been hitting links recently that I've never heard their voice. When I was like, wait a minute. I ain't never heard your voice. It's my first time.
Girl, and it's so funny because the new people probably don't know that, like, y'all, we've been doing it for like 5 years, as long as we've been here, or Charlie been here, whatever. How long you been here? 8 years, probably. Yeah, so it's like between the both of us, you know what I'm saying? Because we're like the last crew that we can say we're beef sector. We know a lot about the beef sector, in my opinion, right? And then you got the Charlies that was way before us, and then that crew, right? And then we were so friendly with them for so many years that they would fill us in. But now I don't think the new kids on the block don't have that, what we had, you know what I mean, as far as people filling them in. So they just be saying off the wall shit and making up shit and contorting shit, and I'll be like, oh, y'all know that's the main thing. My ego, sometimes I have to stop watching because I want to click the link and correct somebody.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they don't even know the beef. Some of these people, and they'll assume like they'll think, okay, we all know that Lemon and Ness have had a I fight you, you fight me, then we cool again type of situation, and quite a few of them have, and they'll try to insert themselves in between those beefs. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I just, just like I said, making up stuff and and then you got to tell her about Code came back.
That's what she told me, and you know how I feel about that. You know that skillet,
girl. It was way worse this time. It was way worse. The part that he was, girl, and then now Envy is getting people in his chat, which is a whole, weird situation. Girl, it's just, it's weird.
It's weird because both of them know how I feel. I've told them to their face how I feel. So we need to get it. I'll talk to the Hood Table, Charlie, you too, and we'll set up a live. And would you hit the panel a little bit, Sassy, to say hi? Or
I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure. It really, I can't commit because it really just depends on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when is it? And you know what I mean? Because y'all know, like, part of the reason why I don't hit a lot of panels, or let me say this, the part of the reasons why, like, I can hit Tracy's panel or ODS's panel is because it's going to be just me and them, right? Which is pretty much the same as if I were to hit the Hood Table, even with the four of us, right? It's very contained, right? Yeah. But when I start saying, y'all know, if y'all ask me a question, I'm gonna tell the truth, and then then I'm back in the news, and I ain't like,
Well, I'll be up there. I do the same, but it hits different because you're a content creator.
Yeah, I'm a loudmouth. You know what I mean? So I do go live for my members. I still have a significant amount of members. Hey, Muffy, miss you, honey. So I still do go live occasionally for my members when they want me to, sound off on stuff. And I just kind of keep it contained like that. Like I totally get why, Triple and Sean Bradley and all these, you just kind of go behind the paywall. And
Yeah.
then, I mean, if they find out, they find out. That's cool. Ain't nobody scared. But it just kind of lessens all the bullshit that you have to go through.
Right. And I said that when I came back, I wasn't going to go. There was only going to be a few places I dropped down in, and I was going to be nice. I did say that. I was like, you need to be nice, and don't. You know how I am, but
You're not mean though, so
I'm usually nice until I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Usually you
you're
have to mess with me. So.
yeah, but even when you get indignant, you're just not a nasty person. You know what I mean?
No. I was raised right, but
Okay.
sometimes I step to the
I
left.
think I can be a little more nastier than Corio can be sometimes.
Charlie, time yourself out, girl.
Right.
I am. I'm gonna time myself out. Put myself.
Nobody thinking your ass is nowhere near nasty.
No.
Girl, shut it up. That's the first thing they gonna say about your ass. Oh, she's so sweet.
That's what I told when she announced that she got doxxed and stuff. I was like, Link, because I couldn't believe it, Sassy. I was like, what happened?
I was being a bad child.
She messing with her people. She messing with them crazy white people. We don't know nothing about them because we would have kicked their ass. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I got it. As soon as Charlie switched her commentary over, I was like, yeah, Charlie's like, it's not the same without my crew. Let me peep into something else.
Right. Yeah, because it's not this. That's one other thing that keeps me away is a lot of the old school I don't know where they went. So when I drop down, I don't know. Now the people that are old school, they'll speak and stuff. And I'm like you, sometimes it's like, I don't want to drop down. I don't feel like talking to 50 people.
Uh-huh.
But, a lot of them have left.
Oh yeah, for sure. You mean chatters or chatters? Oh yeah. Hey, Room Shaker. Oh yeah. Yeah. Chat. Yeah. I mean, girl, there's so many that I started with, like a team AJ and Robbie on the Rails, and
yes.
It's kidding. It's funny because they think that Molly is such, a troublemaker, but there's no way they would have been able to deal with me, Pink.com, Terry P, Dear Self, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no idea the shit that we used to call.
Right.
Oh, they don't know the old school trolling. They don't know it.
Because it wasn't this bullshit doxing stuff. It wasn't this like fly roasting. It was like, baby, we remember what happened, and we about to remind you and the whole chat. And now it's old and popping. Okay.
Right. And they'd be reaching down from the panel. I've had so many people reach down from the panel and start with me, and it's like, because I remember, what's her name? Oh, I love her to death. She has Miss
Manny. There you go, Christopher W. He's in that group, Manny. Go ahead.
Yeah, I miss Manny. But what's her name? She has the skin issue. Like what's her name? Miss. You know who I'm talking about. She has a skin issue. Her skin is getting lighter.
Like Villalago? Who has Boss Lady New Jersey.
Boss Lady New Jersey.
Right,
one time we were over there at the hood table, and what's her name? The one that talks real fun. Used to be her girl. Used to mod for her and try to interpret. What's her name? Dovey. Miss Dovey came up on the panel right after her cruise, and I was asking, you remember Charlie? And I was asking her about, did she have people? Was she alone? And she looked like she was alone. And Miss Dovey was talking around what I was asking. Girl, Boss Lady New Jersey hit that panel and ran Dovey off. and I was I was fanning out, right? And she was like, you seem so nice. She said, I've seen you in the chats for years. I thought you were a troll because you talk so much shit. I was like, I'm cool. What you mean?
That's
I'm
just how, I mean, that was that whole Avatar. I don't mean SK, but if we want to call it the Avatar Nation, as it were, like people
yeah.
that you maybe had never seen before. That's how we were. Like, we were real people with real careers and real shit going on. And we was like, bitch, we don't fear y'all. Like, we just,
No.
but we weren't nasty or
Right.
vile. You would never catch no screenshot or no voice clip of us talking about nobody kids or
No.
nobody job, or so that's why I think it really hit home, and it made it fun. It was super fun because we'll gang up in the chat in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You would swear we was behind the scenes, and none of us was behind the scenes. We'll gang up in the chat like, "Oh, my homie here, it's on and popping." It was just fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then after a while, they didn't have a choice but to like, love us, because it was like, oh, here come these motherfuckers,
Right. Right.
and so they never gave us the title of troll because
Right.
it was clear that we
We were.
we
Right.
had some substance behind us. But yeah, and I like I said, Molly pretty much is out here by himself, and he has gotten mean. I
Molly Maybach, bro.
girl, Molly. I was gonna correct myself. I don't know if the word is mean. But girl, Molly is ruthless now. Molly is over it. Molly has basically, in my opinion, the Molly Maybach that we know
Yeah.
or that we knew is gone. And this vicious Molly is like, girl, I think he takes
My
out,
buddy.
girl, that's my buddy and my boo. But Molly is a hot mess. Do you hear me?
Well, he was a hot mess even before because
He was.
he would speak truth to power. Molly
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, no, he didn't, but it was different. You know what I'm saying? You know how we try to curtail it sometimes, so it's not such a gut punch.
Yeah.
Now he just say it and he repeats it, and and he'll do it for hours. He doesn't let up, girl. He's relentless. I think that's the adjective I want to use.
There
Relentless.
you
You're like, damn.
and he stays in Lemon and Nessa's chat, so I gotta go and sit in
Yeah.
the bushes
Well,
and watch
Well,
him
he's
work.
blocked from Lemons, I think, right
He's
now.
blocked right
Oh.
now from Lemon. He finally, and I don't know if this time is going to be the final time. I doubt it, but he's blocked probably for a few days because he's
Yeah.
at this point he's getting blocked like once every 3 weeks because he's relentless, girl. He won't stop, girl. It's a mess. But I can't think of anybody else. I haven't really seen anybody else.
I saw that YouTube cameras. She comes down my timeline too.
No,
And
yeah,
'cause
oh yeah, she
I'm
comes
really
out.
almost out of the algorithm, but because I rarely see anyone, you know what I mean? But she seems like she's battling. People are messing with her.
She did go through that. I think I call it maybe like a long week of that. You know how it is when they
Yeah.
jump on the bandwagon and
Yeah.
start. Everybody got a problem and an issue, and probably
Yeah.
stuff that was lingering before, but now that somebody else said it, now they want to say. You know how it go.
Yeah, I like
But
it.
I think I think she's out of that season right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah, she'll fight back too. So
well, of course, yeah, she'll
it's
cuss them
gonna
out.
be okay because she's black sector, so she knows how to
Yeah.
There
handle.
was a lot of swinging and banging. I'm gonna tell you, the other day they were pulling old school beef sector. Not even 2 days ago, and Sassy know what I'm talking about. Where they went from YTC's to somebody else panel to somebody else panel, and it was the day that Sour Patch had her crash out. It went from panel to panel to panel to panel. They were fighting from that early that morning
So in the middle of the night.
Yes.
It was old school choreo. You know how they don't have any idea. That's why we were so hooked, right, Charlie? Because we literally would wake up with bullshit and it would not end. But see, our shit back in the day, it wouldn't end for a goddamn week. So you was just stuck for a week. You be like,
right. And those lives would be 2 hours long. So
yeah, Melissa said it was Monday. She think, yeah,
girl, it was. Oh my God,
it was Madness Monday for real.
It was.
It went from YouTube cameras panel, to Lemon's panel. To...
No, Lemon was way much later. So it was like I don't know if I can remember the order, but it was ODS was in the mix, Pizarro, YouTube cameras. Then you have all of your spinoffs like a Rodney.
Oh,
And
he's still around? Okay.
Rodney and this part. Girl, it was too many people to name, but it was like everybody was live.
Yeah.
And then you had your main characters were live as well. So it was
Okay.
like Charlie, right? That was an old school day. But like I said, we were used to old school weeks where you'd be like,
Right.
oh my God.
Right. And even though it was stopped, it was, they were the ops after that. It
Oh,
didn't
they were the ops after that. There was no, kumbaya for years. You know what I'm saying?
it,
They
it,
was the
it-
ops. And so then, yeah, you're right. Even if it stopped, we still gonna get some,
oh yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They
period.
do that.
Period.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this: it was all day Monday, popped into Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So it was like old school, old school. Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Woo, Jesus!" And then there's people fighting that. I First off, when they started hitting links, I was like, "What?" And then they started fighting, and then they think we all know Discord Gate has happened before. If you remember the very first Discord Gate, it was actually, and I don't know if y'all remember this because this was might been while y'all were just starting here. It might have been right at after y'all came or before y'all came. When TSCC was together, we had Mama Sippin and Daughter here. They started the first Discord in the beef sector. Well,
Who's
there was some drama. There
whose
was some drama.
Discord was it?
It was Mama Sippins, but it wasn't. It wasn't like she made it private, but people made it seem like it was private. But she would post a link to her wall. I almost clicked on it, but I was scared at the time, so I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I might have
Right.
been mixed up in some mess back then, because I didn't know. I'm seasoned now, but back then I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And the first Instagram gate was actually 7 stars.
Instagram Gate was first the 7 stars, doxing 5 people.
No.
And her and there's this one lady, I forgot what her name was, but they were going back and forth way back in the day. I don't remember if it was
Damn.
Cookie
It was
Monster or who it was, but it was
It
somebody. I
could've been
think it might
Cookie
have been.
Monster because
I think it was.
we was here when
I
by the
don't
time
think
Cookie came over here.
I don't think
Yeah.
she doxed Cookie Monster because I don't think it was
Don't
her.
even say her name
No,
3
it wasn't
That's my
necessarily like
girl, but
doxing. It's just they were fighting, is what I'm saying. They
Oh,
were
okay.
beefing.
I see. Okay, that might be.
Well,
Um,
I'll tell you this: 7 stars started the first strike team.
yes, she did.
Yes, yeah, we know that.
Yes, she did. She
But
did.
when you start bringing up all that kind of stuff, then you start bringing up. See, this is the reason why I was nonstop, because remember, this is in the heyday of Tracy and with her knives and her hammers.
Oh my
And,
God.
okay, so then you got Tracy. Now, Tracy is battling with Phi and Jay Wilson.
Mhm.
Phi is battling with Wiley and JC, James Caldwell.
Right.
Then you got SB against everybody. Then
Everybody.
you got Duchess Kelly Love, who gonna go live every single day, mid morning, but at right after Blessed. Okay, so we got and they not battling really with nobody, but they about to make fun and recap everybody, right? Then you got who else was there? Oh, you got Kwani against anybody and everybody, and whatever, right? You got her crazy ass. She Choreo, she's completely off, like she's completely off her rocker, like certified crazy.
Okay, see, I'm out of the algorithm, so I don't even
Ooh,
she's going live. Okay.
Rebel is making fun of Tracy on a daily basis.
Rebel, really? I thought they were.
No, we're talking about back then.
Oh,
As
back
much
in the
stuff
day.
as we had
Oh,
to
yes.
watch.
We
Yeah.
dress up like her.
Yes. So it was so me, and I mean, how many people am I forgetting, Charlie?
A lot.
And
Right.
Mother would come in and correct all the lies. He would
Oh
do
yeah.
stuff. And then Rick Reed would come in after all of
Oh
it.
my gosh. Rick
And
Reed and Rita.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
Rita would be over
Rita.
there roasted.
Ooh. Ooh. Rick Reed and Rita. Lord Jesus.
They would
QB.
tag team. Huh?
QB and Rita would be over there, and then they got into it, and then we had the situation with and then as I was coming back, I was watching Bree with her situation with that dude that she was. I don't know I forgot who that dude was. What was his name? You know that one she was messing with off of that app.
No.
And she did an interview with him.
Are you talking about Tommy?
No. Oh, what was his
She
damn name?
did an
They've
interview with
since
her.
exposed his ass for some shit he's done or something. He went to jail or some shit.
Girl, we
Um,
don't know what you talking about. This must have been way before we
It
came.
was way before us. Yeah.
y'all don't. What was his?
Was
He
he?
was off of when she went to Bigo or whatever.
No,
Oh,
we
see, I
was here
didn't
when she
follow
went to.
her.
Oh, you talking about he went to the feds again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
dude. I
later
can't remember.
on though. That's
Oh,
later
what
on.
was
Yeah,
it?
Because if you
yeah.
want to talk about
There's
Bree, but
way.
yeah, way before that is
You want to talk about the beginning of the B sector now?
yeah.
That was VS and Queen Gina talk. Then from
Oh,
there,
Nina and Lovely Love.
oh look, and a lot of people forget about the Sweet Ma and the Mona Simone's.
And Mona was here. I
Oh,
mean, look at all
Mona
the
when
people
she
that.
faked her, had the April 1st fools thing.
Oh, that was like
Yeah,
that must be 2020, right? Or
yeah.
2019.
We were here when that happened.
I had just come, but
Mm-hmm.
I was in the clouds watching DC Gate. So
Mm-hmm.
that was 2019 because I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
had dropped down. I was like, what are these people doing? And I literally watched everything about DC Gate probably 5 times. Like I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
So
was moderating.
what girl? So if okay, just think about all them, and we're missing a lot of stuff
The
and a lot
Mess
of people.
Express. You can't forget the Mess Express. That's beef sector gold right there. Like,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
the gentleman's panel,
the
like the
gentleman's panel, I never really cared for it, but I thought it was interesting at the aftermath of all of it. You know what I mean?
Yes, the aftermath was
Was
better.
crazy. But so, and then you got the emergence of SK and Avatar Land and us staying up all
Yeah.
times of the night and all the tomfoolery that would go on. So just think about all the people that we've mentioned, and we're still missing people, and we're definitely missing a lot of characters like Duchess, not Duchess Kelly Love, but Duchess the girl. Uh
She's gone.
yeah, we don't see her. Do you see Duchess, Charlie?
I haven't, not the female
We don't
version.
see Duchess. We don't see Robbie. You know, y'all know Robbie on the rails been gone.
Yeah.
They try to talk about these transgenders, honey. That was that, or I don't know if
Oh, what's her face passed away?
oh yeah, Latasha,
Natasha.
Latasha, my mom.
Yeah,
Remember Latasha would come up there with her little Lorna Doones,
I
and
loved her.
we
I
had some
loved
very
her.
lovable trans girls back in the day.
Do you
They
do we
was not
know do we
problematic.
know what happened or no?
No,
Oh,
I don't. Rather, I don't.
okay. Okay. I
Charlie,
love
do you know with your nosy ass?
who?
I did look up something, but I don't forgot it now,
See,
so
I
I have to
told you
go
to
look
look
it
it
back
up.
it up
Nose
again.
ass. Oh, nose ass white girl sitting on the porch, sitting on the damn porch, googling shit.
I did straight up find her passing away thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where
because
did she live? New York, New Jersey?
I think it was
I
York,
I
was it? It might
but I
it was East Coast.
I thought so, but I can't remember. Yeah, she was a lovable character, always coming up there on Sir King to mess with Sir King. That was the only person I think he let flirt with him and mess with him because it was so funny. She was just so funny with it. It wasn't offensive. I
Yeah.
mean, look at all those characters that we had to like that we had. So they was keeping they kept it alive because if it wasn't Seven and Five or Kwani and this person or SB, and it was somebody was always gonna be into some stuff because it was so many characters.
Used to love Tracy because let me tell you something. Tracy stood, she probably still does, but I think she's working now. But she used to stand on business. It'd be 6 people going at her, and Tracy would go live each time and hit each one of them. And sometimes she roast them all in the same live. She
Now
was a
you want to talk
beast.
about somebody being like dogpiled. They have no idea. And
Hmm.
Tracy, Fi, who else? Them ladies right there would take a licking and keep on ticking, honey.
Yeah.
They be having 5 motherfuckers after them at one time. They be like boo 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 boo, and
Yep.
keep on and making mad money while they was doing it. Okay,
Remember when Tracy came back out of the situation?
out from prison.
She, you know what? I wasn't gonna say that.
Ah! Teresa know I love her ass. I wish she could hear this. She would love this conversation. Teresa came back from prison after
Yeah,
calling on her damn self. Ooh.
she broke the B sector internet.
Show
She what,
did.
2,000 and something in her chat.
2,700, and I don't even know where all the people came from. 2,700, and I don't know how. I don't. Tracy has never talked about it. I'm gonna have to ask her one day, since it's so many years past. How much money did you make from
Girl,
that,
those super chats were rolling. You hear me? And who
girl?
knows what the Cash App was doing? I was happy for her because that was some BS. I was happy for her.
It was, you know what? Tracy took it on the chin, honey. It was
Sure.
just like, hey, remember when she first got out and she was waiting on a ride or something, and she went to lunch with somebody
It was
talking about this is my friend.
McDonald's. It was
Yeah,
McDonald's.
this is my friend, you guys. I just met her in jail. And this is me, like, Tracy.
See, don't. We don't know her. You don't know her.
And then the fallout, the girls are trying to help, and
Yeah.
they're overstepping their boundaries,
Yeah.
and then Shelly and Carrie and oh
Yeah.
my god. And then remember whatchamacallit passed away, and then there was all this shit. China doll.
China
Oh,
doll. Yeah, that was.
it's too much.
Yeah,
I might have to host this shit now. If we're gonna do a throwback, I might have to host this shit.
right. I'm not coming up on the panel. I don't think I've ever been on your panel. Have I ever been on your panel?
No, you haven't. What you mean you're not coming up on my panel?
I'll come up on your panel.
That would be the purpose for me to have people who don't come on the panel. I don't want no regular. They don't. Them people don't even know.
Yeah.
I gotta have a Charlie, a Hood Table, a Choreo, you know what I'm saying? MissPink.com, Terry P. With the stuff that they're gonna remember.
Is she still popping up on Lemon's panel? I've always loved me some Terry P. I didn't care what anybody said.
Yeah, that Terry P is the bitch. Charlie, how long? It's been a minute. It's been, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months if I had to guess.
Okay, she's probably still in the clouds.
Yeah. Occasionally in the clouds, yeah. She just dropped down because that Krista and stuff was going on, and she probably thought it was gonna be a cute Kiki, which it was, She probably was like, "Bitch, let me let you know something real quick since you don't know."
Is Nina Golgi still around?
She is, but it's sparingly, I heard, because I never see her. And I'm not a fan.
Me either.
And so I never see her, but girl, there was a slight bit of a 10% colorism topic the other day, and she popped out. I said, "Oh, child."
It was a what topic?
10% colorism. It wasn't even really about it. They was over there calling each other monkeys and goats and gorillas or something. I don't know, some ridiculous shit. And baby, she popped out on her black horse. I said, "Child." Maybe that one trick pony is something else.
One trick.
I'm not gonna mess with her, girl. But guess who be getting into it, girl?
Who?
Since I didn't even know she was a mod over here. Girl, Catherine Powell. Do you know her?
Yeah, Miss Catherine. She a mod over here. She right there.
I'm talking to Choreo. Do you know Catherine Powell?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Oh, okay, girl. She be getting, girl, and then, girl, I be like, no, leave Miss Cat. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but the lady is not mean. You know what I'm saying? And I just be thinking sometimes when the people are not mean spirited, just kind of give them a break. Damn.
Yeah.
So the new people be getting in, girl. They be, girl.
I remember a while ago, I would, because Diva still, her posts still come down, and I saw for a while she was,
oh God.
But I like Diva.
You do? You like mean, surly people, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you do.
She told me, she said, "You're too nice." One like, am I? Have you heard me?
No, honey.
Have you seen my chats and the people?
No, Diva, Catherine made one mistake one day months ago, and Diva, I don't know. I try not to listen to that. That's a lot too dark for me. So I don't listen to her mess with Catherine. But yeah, she made a mistake, and and I'm saying a mistake. I'm using that lightly. People should be able to say what they want to say in chats, but when it's a person that's like gonna, do all of that for years, you have to just be like, "Child, let me leave this alone. It ain't worth it,"
Yeah, because she's a destroyer.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
people.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Catherine. I don't like. I'll roast and gag with y'all on y'all and stuff, but I don't. Y'all, everybody should know. I don't know why they be getting mad at me because I ain't never said nothing outright nasty or disgusting.
No.
I
No,
don't do that. That's not even part of my spirit. I don't even have to stop myself. It's just not, and especially when the person is a decent person, they just might be a little annoying. What's the big deal?
I think that I've always felt like people don't like you, Sassy, because you're not afraid to speak your mind and you know your worth. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that when you state, when you talk about your worth, it upsets people.
I guess so.
And it never upset me. And I was like, even though I don't know what she does, I don't know where she lives, I can just tell by her self-worth that she's cool people. And I don't mind that. I want a sister, I want a woman to know her worth and be about her business.
Mm-hmm.
So it never bothered me. Actually, it drew me to you because I liked it. I like
we
that.
would we would kiki about it, and you got it, and I thank you for that compliment, and I think the same thing about you. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? Like, nobody can't tell me nothing about choreo because I don't really know anything about choreo, but I know enough to know that this is a woman of worth, and that's just the bottom line.
thank you.
Yeah, and
Darling.
so, and
You
you can take
darling.
a joke, and you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
that's what I, just
yeah.
like crazy old Charlie over here, nosy as all get out, but just the sweetest, you know what I'm saying. Some people who know
He,
they surly, they're mean, they want to, they vile. No, Charlie is just legitimate, just a nosy southern country girl, and
yeah,
but she stays in her lane. So
yeah,
that's one thing that we had that a lot of these people don't have, is we had the luxury of trying to get to know each other virtually.
Yep.
yes, yes.
And here they don't, it's like it's a quick judgment, and, oh, you said this or you did this, or and I'll be like, girl, you don't even know that lady. Like, it ain't, that's what I'm saying about Catherine. Like, okay, I get it. If she does this or does, we're all having annoying traits or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But is the person a decent person? Is
Mm,
the person a nice person, or are they always attacked? That's what I judge you on virtually, because I don't know anything else. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
yeah, I might make fun of you, but you rest assured it's just gonna be a laugh. It ain't gonna be nothing nasty, and that's what I judge people on. But they don't have that luxury now.
mm.
They
I think old school beef sector knew how to, you know, we knew how to move around each other if we didn't care for each other. You know what I'm saying? In the chats, we knew how to move around. And if you didn't like somebody, you just didn't mess with them. But every now and again, you might take a poke. But
Yeah,
for the most part, we knew who we kicked. Really, it was kind of cliquish.
it
Uh,
really kind of
we
was.
really were.
It really was, but at the same time, like, I wasn't in you guys' clique early on, and
No,
y'all weren't in my clique, right?
right,
But that's what I mean by, even it was cliquish, but you had so many people in your clique too.
right, right,
You see what
right.
I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was 100 Avatar nations. You know what I'm saying? And everybody didn't like everybody, but shit, if 75 motherfuckers like me, the chat is gonna look different. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
They'll
right.
be like, don't mess with Sassy, don't mess with Sassy now. As opposed to what it is maybe today, where people just saying, oh, she's saying this or that. Like you said, people, I can flaunt a whole bunch of shit. I don't. I just be fucking with them. And you was one of the first people to say she is gassing y'all up because y'all are messing with her.
And it makes
There's
y'all
something else we
mad.
used to
It meant
do
when
too.
she said, girl don't nothing work mess them up more than when she said, I know I'm a bad bitch. Girl, the chat lights up and I'll be back in my room rolling. I'm like, look at them. Look at 'em.
Going crazy.
Right.
Don't know if I'm over here with my last dollar on EBT or what. Just going fucking crazy. I said, look at these motherfuckers.
Remember how we also used to we would let's say me and Corey, we from different camps. We can't stand each other at the time, right? Don't like each other at all. But an outsider come in and try to attack either camp, we both come together and go, "Who you talking to?"
Girl.
Yes.
Girl, it
Yes.
was West Side Story. That they're missing that too. Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute now, y'all. So y'all just be willy nilly letting these outsiders just do whatever the fuck they want to
Exactly.
do. It's
Exactly.
it's it's different. It's a lot different. So we say all of that reminiscing on the love we had, to say that I think it's okay that we kind of move back a little bit, because it's not the same.
It's not the same. I don't enjoy it. I think that, the gatekeepers. I mean, I've read somewhere on somebody's post that Bizarro is freely letting straight guys on her panel, and that never used to happen.
Oh, not only is she allowing straight men on her panel, she's calling one of them baby, a new guy from another section, baby, and that's her husband. And I don't know what they be doing over there but just it's a mess, child. But I think she's just trying to play the game and get in where she fit in. But it's a hypocritical mess, that's for sure.
The dudes used to be hot that they couldn't get up on Pizarro's panel and clout chase. Because Pizarro would have 700, 800, 900 people in her chat
every day, every
night.
Yeah.
Remember that? When Lovely Love and them would be up there cutting the fool.
Oh my God, Mona, and we had to deal with Mona and Dory saga for 2 years. See, these were the one-day stories. They have no idea. We would deal with story after story for 2 years. 2 years.
Get frustrated.
And then as soon as Dory and Mona left, MU came.
Yeah. That's when I stopped going to Teresa's chat. That's when I just cut ties, because it was MU every day, all the whole live every day.
Well, she was at Pizarro's too. I liked MU because she was quirky and she had been in the game a long time, and yeah, I liked it. She kind of turned on me for I don't know what I did or said, but who knows what I did. But these people are very sensitive.
All you have to do is tell the truth on it.
I was just about to say, these people are very sensitive as it relates to Sassy. I mean, I recently found out I can't even pop up where the fuck I want to pop up, or it's going to be a motherfucking problem. Okay? Bitch, it's going to be a problem. Why was you was over there at Charlie? I'm like, wait a minute, hold up now. Did y'all fucking forget who I was?
And you've been up here for a minute. People going to be like, I ain't seen you in a while, but I heard you was up there on Charlie's for an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Either they like you, Sassy, or they don't. There's very few that are, like she, you know what I'm saying, in the middle.
Even if they do like me, even if they do like me, I find that people are territorial of me and my time.
Sure.
And I think that's probably my fault, because I think I was so giving of my time. So they like, why you ain't everywhere now? And I'm like, I don't have to be. I can choose where I want to go. Did y'all forget that?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've been up here way too long. Let me get back to it. I gotta
say it's always Thassy.
Girl.
Put that in the chat. I would roll. And that would piss them off so bad up on the panel. She be talking, and it wouldn't even be bad stuff. She just needle them, poking, dragging them, but nicely, and they'd be up on that panel spitting. They'd be so mad.
Oh, and I just be like, why are you guys?
I told you, you know who disowned me because she was dogging you out in the chat, and all I said, Charlie, was, I like Sassy. I think Sassy's classy. Girl, instantly I was blocked. I couldn't see anymore. I was like, wow.
Who?
You know who your arch nemesis in her mind.
I was gonna say, because I don't have my only arch nemesis is Pizarro. Who? Just tell me.
M.O.
M.O.
PMO.
Oh, well, she's waved a white flag since then. Yeah, we're not like super cool or anything, but yeah, she waved a white flag. She clicked my link before I left, and yeah, she's, I mean, it was always a situation, I think, with her of it's better to hate her than to share with her that I'm actually, really in love or feeling her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's just part of her makeup or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. But
I'm glad that is squashed in your cordial, because it's been a long time.
Well, I don't know if you guys use that word cordial. Cordial I'm just gonna say I think she waved the white flag. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? Okay. We're not in chats chumming it up or speaking and doing all that.
Don't speak.
No. Oh no, you know how I am, baby. It's like, what's that old Cardi B mean?
What?
Forever. Y'all know me. I'm not because I'm so patient and I'm so cool. I'm not really. I'm really serious. That's a really good trait that I have. So if you come after me for no reason
Mm,
and then drag it out for years,
it's to the death. It's to the dirt.
I mean, I ain't gonna be mean because I'm not a mean girl, but I ain't gonna be girl. We ain't gonna be chumming it up like these people do. No, I'm very much my mother's daughter as it relates to kind of old school values. Like what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to be nice to you now? Like how? I mean, I'm gonna be nice, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to like have a like cordial conversation with you knowing that you had all this animosity for me? I don't get it how they do it. I think they just do it for YouTube's sake, and
Yeah.
I don't need to do anything for YouTube's sake. I can push live right now and have 500 people in the chat. So
Yes, you could. I'd be one of them. But
I'd be over there going, "Oh my God, let me redirect."
okay, look, they don't like. Let me get off here because see, I'm starting to act like
well, let me
bougie.
ask you, is your
Go ahead.
friend still around? What's her name? Your friend that you knew
In
offline.
real life, oh, exposed. She's
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Is-
she's still around, but
Okay.
not as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's tired too. Okay.
Yeah, she's not around as much. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll see her, here and there place, but she's definitely not like at the same speed as she was. Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. I know, girl. It's a trip. But you know what? I have this thought process that something is gonna bring us all back. That's just a feeling, and I don't know what it is. I don't know when it's gonna
I feel,
happen.
look, I feel Charlie. I feel sorry for the person that brings it back because their chat's gonna be lit. Lit.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Like I said, it's something in my spirit says it's gonna be something, and we might not come back because I mean, any for us to come back at the same speed as we were, it had to be something pretty big, right? But
Right.
I do feel like in my spirit, like I don't know. I just feel I don't know what that's about, and I don't know, but we'll see. Um, but yeah.
Sassy, it's been such a pleasure.
Oh my God. I just love that y'all let me like take y'all know how they say I gotta take over spirit, but at least I be having shit to say,
Yeah,
bitches.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
least you ain't
feel.
a panel killer.
Yeah,
I
look,
ain't nobody's panel killer,
uh,
okay?
I am because they probably killing me in the chat. But
They are not. It ain't but a few people. That's why I clicked over here. I don't even know how many it is now, but that's why I clicked over here. I said, okay, they ain't gonna know I clicked over here.
Yeah, they ain't gonna know it. I'm gonna tell you what. The only people that was beef sector in here was Miss Muffy, Miss Melissa, Miss Jean, and Miss Catherine.
oh,
There
Gene
and
Hope.
Miss T Danielle was in here.
Oh,
Mhm.
I love me some T Danielle. Okay.
And
Well,
Miss Melissa, Coffee Quiz. That's and
Yeah,
and,
it's just
and
oh,
Shaka was over here, but she's Mo3, but still. It wasn't a whole lot, so they may not snitch on you. They may not snitch on you.
the people that was in
well, I'm
this,
good.
well, yeah, the people that was here, they ain't even about their life, so that'll be good. But I mean, listen, if it's gonna get you some clicks and views, I ain't scared. But I did just want to kind of sneak up and just say hey to my homies and
I'm so
I'm
glad.
glad you did because I
So
missed you.
glad
I
you.
missed you so much. I miss Corio, and y'all come back, and I'm like,
I know,
um,
yes.
right about the same
I
time.
know, and y'all make sure I do have access to the Hood Taper on IG, but we rarely speak. So if y'all talk to her, just tell her I said hey and smooches, and hope everything is
She
going
may be in here at work right now. I'm not sure.
okay.
She
If
Yeah.
tends to check in. She is a moderator of mine, as I'm a mod for her. So she may be at work right now, but I don't think so because I know if she heard y'all's voices up on this link,
she would have tried to drop
uh-huh,
down. That's
mm-hmm.
why I said when y'all do talk to her, just tell her Sassy said smooches and give her a hug for me. And anyway, well, y'all, I'm gonna try to stay in the clouds for another month or two. I said I'm gonna have to. I'm be like one of these people, that just pop out a few times a year,
Yeah.
unless it's something real juicy happening. But I think I'm gonna give a live to my members because we do want to discuss this Sour Patch stuff because girl, that was a mess.
Ooh, girl, it was crazy.
Oh dang, Corio dropped down,
She'll
and
come right back.
Corio you didn't write in the back chat either, Corio.
She did, but you may not see what she wrote. I'll repost it for you right quick before you drop, so you can see what she wrote.
Okay,
Um, because when people come up, it don't show what's previously been written.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh no, ma'am. Okay. No, ma'am. Okay.
I'm
Ooh.
okay, Sassy. I'm sorry, I got a call.
Oh, that's okay.
Sassy, it's good. It's
I just saw that life was lifing, and I'm giving you a really strong front, not that side hug, that front hug, bear hug. Do you hear me?
you too. You too.
Okay.
And you might get a little kiss on the cheek.
And
Baby, I'm a kiss. Baby, I kisses on the cheek now. I ain't gonna lie. I kisses on the cheek.
I do too. I do
Kiss
too.
on the cheek.
I just thought about this too, Sassy. A lot of these new people don't know you had like the best, prettiest camera slip of all time.
I know, right?
Girl, they swear I'm ugly. I'm flat booty. I'm
Girl,
this. I'm like, bitch, please,
that camera slip made people mad, okay? But they was
baby.
trying. They couldn't really even say anything bad. They had to make up stuff.
They had
And
the
I
lie roast.
and I was right in the chat going, I thought she was cute. I thought she was pretty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She was pretty, chocolate girl. Girl, girl.
They know a bitch is got girl. They got to know a bitch got. Well, I don't know. It's a lot of bitches that talk a lot of shit up here. I was about to say it's a lot of people that talk shit, you know. But I said, I said I need to come on one good time and show them what I'm working with, so I can dispel. One rumor I don't like is that people who don't show themselves have, you know, are unattractive or have something to hide. No, we
Right.
from the class of, bitch, if you can show yourself if you want to, they'll show up at your church, call your parents.
Thank you.
Like,
To me,
that's
when they ask, they want to dox you. When they make a big deal about it, they want to dox you.
where we came in the middle of all of that. So, and I don't
Yes.
think they understand the weight of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm, right.
And look at what's happened to everybody else. So look at Lemon. They done doxed him and making
Right.
fun of him. And he, you know, he revealed some things that he absolutely should not have. Had he stayed out
Yeah.
there, none of that would have came to fruition, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. So that whole, yeah, I think Callan is the only one that escaped any back, you know what I'm saying, as far as them sneaking a picture of him or anything.
Yeah.
I think that he and I hope he does. I like Talent. I hope he doesn't do it again. You know, once was enough. The next time they might try to do something.
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be ridiculous. But you know, like I said, we don't. You know, that's an ex, and you know, people
And
take.
I didn't say
Oh.
that for you to comment. I was just,
No, I mean we're just up here talking about people in the sector. No, I'm just saying if
yeah.
I, you know, if I
Okay.
didn't know him, I would have the same thought process as you. Like, child, leave well enough alone.
Well enough alone because
Uh-huh.
that's what they want to do. Because I was thinking, girl, make sure you punch that camera and turn it off because your camera slip will have a bonnet. I got on a bonnet. I got on
Girl,
a mask.
I had to touch my head. I got on my bonnet too. I was like, wait,
Yes,
girl, I got on my bonnet, my bifocal glasses. Girl, this camera slip would look a hot
a
mess.
hot mess.
No bra.
I got a clay mask on. I put a mask on, girl.
I
It
need to
would
do my
be.
skin regimen today, baby. I got on a old sundress that I had dripped some black dye on. It's black dye on the titty part. Girl, look at hot baby. Baby, just a hot man.
Girl, I'm telling you, Charlie. I was like, "Oop, let me hit this." Look, I had to look 3 times. I'm like, "Okay, we good."
Yeah, let me
Okay.
make sure. Cause I want to look
I
like.
use those reusable camera covers. So they're like,
Where do you get that?
girl, you can buy them at Amazon. Let me look up the name. Girl, you can buy them at Amazon for $7.99. Hold on.
Okay, because
Let
I've
me look
been
it up.
wondering.
I be wondering why don't these people have camera covers, and they're not it's not the sliding ones. It's the ones where they're like, it's not Velcro, but it's something that stick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain. Let me look it up.
I
Camera.
don't even know where to put them on the phone to make sure.
You would know because when you're on StreamYard,
Mm-hmm.
okay, they're by NanoBlock, NanoBloc.
Okay,
NanoBlock universal webcam covers. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for $6.92. Now
okay,
you know what?
Nano Block. Okay,
NanoBlock. But
okay.
you will know because you know how that when you come to stream, you come to the first room before you get on the stage,
Yeah,
and you know how if your camera is on, it's going to
yeah,
show you, right? So
right.
when that camera is on, you just literally put that thing right above the thing, so then now the camera is black.
Okay.
So let me
Okay.
show you.
I understand what you're saying. Even before you hit backstage, you leave your camera on, and if you can see yourself, just do it until you can't. Like put it on until you can't see yourself. I got it. $7.99. Okay. Charlie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna post that link in the chat for people.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay. Are
Oh,
there?
why did it post it like that? I hope people can click on it. It posted it like weird for some reason. Let me see. Let me make sure.
Okay. Are there any
Yep,
people?
yep. It clicks.
It was there two people in your chat, Charlie?
Well, it's four right now. It's four right
Oh,
now.
I'm so sorry. We don't.
Oh
Okay.
no, baby, you good. It does that. I've been online. Oh yeah, look. See, look.
See? And my camera is completely on, but the
Mhm.
blocks are the circle is on top of the camera.
Okay.
So it
Yes.
does so because sometimes shit happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
One time I coughed and I accidentally turned the camera on, but the hood table was like, Turn your camera off. Turn your camera
yeah,
off."
anything
Yeah.
can happen. So that's why I never understood why people who even remotely want to click a link doesn't have a camera cover. Look at Very Carey, the honorary cult member. I had to drop down in her chat to say hey. I was trying to drop down in people chat that I want to say hey to.
Yeah.
She done got back to doing her karaoke on Fridays occasionally too. I'm so happy about
That
that.
used to be so fun to watch. I would never ever, girl, if I got
I don't know why I never participated in that. I think it was because of the date and time. Because Friday is normally my go sit at the bar, and depending on what season it is, and eat whatever. Like now, this is my oyster season. Y'all know I'm a big back. Okay, I'm a
yeah,
side.
you are not.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
I
you
am.
were. I
Ooh,
was in Miss
Skinny
Olivia's
skinny
chat
little
with.
thing. Talking about she a big bag. All
I
right.
Yeah, but you're.
mentally, I am such a big back. Like,
Yeah,
girl,
mentally. But
Mentally, but not physically.
that's
I
one.
know.
That's
But
one
the
of the things that make these women mad is when she say, "I'm a size 6." Them big backs.
ah,
I'm a size 6. Those big backs in the chat be going.
ah,
Oh.
they be getting so mad. And then to see the camera slip and to see that I was a size 6, I was like, God damn it.
Well, I was in the chat when you in Miss Olivia's chat when you were remember you were showing,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
yeah,
I was
I
in
was in
Vegas.
there.
Yeah, I was in Vegas.
We knew you weren't big,
Let me
'cause
see if I have a recent. I've gained weight. So
oh
now,
girl,
like,
from a size 6 to a size 8. Oh
yeah,
Lord,
now I'm
how
an
you
8. Now I'm an
your
8.
Oh my
knees going
gosh, she got some more booty and hips. Oh my
oh
god.
Lord.
No, it goes in my stomach though. That's the thing.
Okay.
She got that tiny little pooch. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Why they
Right.
don't want me to have? I'm trying to look for this latest picture. You know what I found? I'm doing face yoga now
What?
because because okay, wait. This is
Face yoga. Okay. I
yeah.
did I did goat yoga one time, and it was so fun. They were so cute. But that's
Okay,
it.
that's me now. That I just took that picture. Like,
Oh, they're
Oh, you look
so
so pretty.
sweet.
thanks. So you see, like, so now the face yoga, it helps to like slim down the jowls and
Yeah,
like the gravity takes that shit down. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but look at me. That's no makeup, and my hair ain't done. So fuck you.
Oh, well, why are
Okay,
you so? What do you use to make your skin shiny like that?
girl, that's my face regimen right now. I
No,
am.
I'm talking about your chest and your shoulders and
You
stuff.
just look
Oh, girl.
bronzy and beautiful. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
now, girl, that is a combination. It's actually right here. Hold on, let me see what. Okay, so that is a combination of Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream
Okay,
and Vaseline Shimmering Body Oil.
I have that, but it
Yes,
doesn't make me sparkle like that. Maybe I
you
need some
gotta use it with
Neutrogena.
another like high dense lotion. It might seem like it's too much, but it'll like soak in your skin and be like,
Okay,
oh, yes, girl.
okay,
Thank y'all for noticing. Cause
okay.
baby, I can't be around here looking like Trish,
Oh,
all
well, you
dull
know
and
what?
see,
You slipped that in and it caught me, girl.
baby, let's slap you in the face, go papoosh, papoosh.
You got me. I was going to say something, and you stopped me dead in my tracks.
But that's be their problem, chocolate girls. You got to elevate that skin, hunty. And once you keep doing it, then it'll just be looking like that. But girl, yeah, you get out the shower. Yeah, I have to use, but I use both of them because otherwise it seems like the Vaseline is too greasy and the
Yeah.
lotion don't be enough. You know,
Excuse me.
so I just use a squirt of both of them, honey.
Okay.
But
I see.
anyway,
I see your swimsuit line. Where'd you go?
no, that is a whole wide leg romper.
No, I'm talking about the around your neck and coming
No,
down. Was that a
that's no, that's a whole wide leg romper, but it's just sleeveless. So it goes up like that. But then if I was to stand up, it would look like I had on a summer dress because it's so wide leg,
okay?
but it's really a romper. It's really pants, but it's one piece. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's like think if it was a cat suit, but it's not, but it's loose.
I
Corio's
get
talking
it.
about your tan line. You
I'm
got a
talking
tan
about
line.
yeah. I was letting her. Look,
Oh,
Charlie, I'm letting her finish, but I'm like, girl, I'm getting ready to ask you again when you
oh,
finish.
oh. I thought you was talking about what I had on. Hey, PCG. Oh, well, see, now if I start talking about where the fuck I been, then you trying to give goodbye. I ain't got time for y'all, you hoes.
Bye, sassy.
Huggies, sis.
Bye,
Love
y'all.
you.
Bye bye.
Girl, this is a new StreamYard. Charlie, how do
It
I get out of
is.
here? This red
I
arrow?
know. I didn't know how to get out.
Yeah,
Either.
I think it's the red X from y'all side. I don't know. I'm on, my
I don't
side,
have
and
an
I'm
It's
X.
on
a
a.
red arrow. I think that means leave. Okay, let's try. This is weird. They didn't switched it up.
You,
Okay, bye.
bye. Is it the red arrow? Okay,
It,
it must be
it
this.
it is. They done changed it up. They done
I
did some
mean the red.
updates.
It's the thing that points up, right? The red that has the arrow pointing up in the air.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, Charlie, I'm not going to keep you up here. Thank you so much for having me.
I had the best time with y'all today, and I'm so happy y'all came over here.
It
I
was
miss y'all.
it was a surprise, wasn't
I
it? You
know,
wasn't even
right?
expecting this. Okay. Well, it's been my pleasure, and we both need to get in contact with the hood table so she can set something up.
Because I miss y'all desperately. It's been
I
so
just
long.
we had so much fun on that channel. Remember, it was popping at one time, and it was like, oh Lord, okay.
Oh Lord, when we was bringing all the drama and the heat, woo! We was having to cuss hoes out left and right.
Left and right. I got so tired. I remember somebody tried to mess with you. It was just a mess. Yeah, because I took that over. I did. I was. Ugh, anyway, I'm not like that anymore.
And she's been sanctified and saved, y'all. No.
Yes. So if I'm up there and somebody comes up there and mess with me, Charlie, you gonna have to take it. Okay.
I will, girl. You know I'll go my crazy white self off over my choreo lover.
I love you, girl. I'm gonna get down.
Love you.
Okay. Girl, I'm scared. How do drop me? Just drop me.
Okay, girl, I got you.
Okay.
There we go. I kicked you. I kicked her out. Y'all know I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that hey very Carrie Love and Pretty Chalky Girl and everybody. That was a welcome surprise to me. To see Sassy and Choreo, and I've missed them so much. We used to have like so much fun, and I can't wait and hope we get the hood table to get us all back together and do our little thing. Maybe we could catch up Corey on some things she's missed, and some of the things that Sassy may have missed when she was on her breaky break, and just have a good old conversation together. And I miss all, you know what I'm saying? All the times that we've had. Maybe we can get them over there on karaoke night, very Carrie, and we can have us a good old time like we used to, the old school way. I miss our old school fun times, and just over there Kiki and Kaka and laughing and having a good old, moment, a beef sector moment. And I do want to thank all y'all for being here. I've been on here 3 hours, but I wouldn't change it because I missed all of them very dearly. Dear to my heart. I love y'all. I want y'all to know that, and ain't nothing you can do about it, as Sislo always say. And maybe we could have, just an old school moment, and it would be awesome. And maybe we can add in some big rigs for it, and he could join us on an old school moment so he can kind of get the feel of the way we is. That would be pretty cool. And, I just want to say thank you to all y'all for being here today and having fun with me, and everybody that was here that, chilled out with us. And if in case the Hood Table does decide to do that, y'all know I'm going to share it out. So keep an eye on that community. Wow. And also, I do love, I love me some pineapple and watermelon. But I got to where at one point I couldn't eat watermelon no more because I got sick of it. I don't know if you ever ate too much, but I did that one season. We grew them in the garden, and I just ate watermelon every day to a whole summer. And so I kind of got like, I need a break. You know what I mean? I've done that before. I be eating, I want to say, I forgot to sing my song for it because, we was talking and stuff. I never promised you a rose garden. I beg your pardon. Also, happy late birthday to you, Pretty Chocolate Girl. I didn't get to see you when it was happening. I think it was during the weekend or something because I remember seeing something about it. I don't know how late I am, child. I don't know how late I am. Just smack me upside the head. Smack me upside the head. I got to make my way. I noticed that you had went live one day. I forgot what it was. I may have been doing something. See, some of y'all don't know is I've been dealing with health issues with my son and dentist and all this other stuff. A crazy mess. But, life been lifing. And just know that I love you all and thank you for being here. I'm going to go. Let's go see. Hold on. Before I get off here, let's see who is live in the beef sector. And see who I could tell y'all to go to and see if anybody crazy is live right now. Let's see. I see that. I'm checking here, y'all. I see that T.S. Madison's live. I see that Queen 88's live. I see Shakim Ra's live. Keeping Up with Tommy, the Chosen One, is live. Anybody else? I'm trying to see if I miss anybody else because sometimes it'll show you some people live, some people it won't even show you when they live. Let's see. I refreshed. Also, Mr. Get to Know, who hits my panel a lot, he is live right now. Get to Know Stop. Barefoot is live. I think Barefoot is probably doing a music live. Oh snap! Did they already get him? No. If y'all don't know who Barefoot is, he's pretty cool. He plays a little bit of music. Right now he's playing Boomerang. So I'm gonna share this out. I know some of y'all don't know Barefoot. He's from that other sector I be around or whatnot. But he's playing music if y'all want to listen to some good music. But I'll see y'all later. Let me know. Share out some things if you see any good lives going on. Tag me. Woo. Love y'all. Bye.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood till the day that I go from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood till the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction. This was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding. Come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still. Crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking round 1800. Out the street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse play it out. Remember the blue war promise when OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, saw blue a big Anthony Hughes and Pee.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my